gatekeep for you. It's a service. I think that I can go back. I wish I had like tabbed all of these various grades and sleepers and overvalue, undervalue, head scratchers. Every single column by 1,000 different people have been written about this draft, and I think I wish I had saved each one because I do believe I can find one of the hundreds of grades, evaluations, projections, sleepers. I think that I can find at least one that projects every single one of our draft picks to be the guy they like. So there's that. Like I said, let's get lucky. I read one yesterday. It's sitting in front of me now, but I read one yesterday. About the seventh round pick out of Texas Tech, the big defensive end. I've seen Javon Foster, the tackle of Missouri. I've seen Prince, the corner from Ole Miss. When it gets too closer to the top of the draft, I've seen glowing things said about our first round pick. So there is, if you dig enough, you're going to find some nuggets of gold with every pick. I bring this up, though, in part because the second round pick was, obviously defensive tackle Mason Smith from LSU. He's another one of these guys that fits that Trent Baalke motto. He tries to find a guy who may have had an injury or something that has held him back from where he would be had he played, say, 3 healthy college football seasons. And I really believe that Trent Baalke and the Jags believe that if Mason Smith had played 3 healthy college football seasons, he would have been maybe the best defensive tackle in the draft, maybe been one of those top 10 type athletes we've seen come from Georgia or from Alabama or others. So you can find some high ceiling projections for Mason Smith in round 2, but I thought it was interesting. Josh Allen spent some time with one of his new teammates. It's the third and long podcast with Eric Armstead. So lucky for us, we can pick and choose and eavesdrop in on that conversation between certainly the 2 most accomplished members of that Jaguars defensive line, and Josh Allen gets to talk with one of the excitement-inducing additions about what he feels will be another exciting addition, and that is Mason Smith and him joining their football team. He said he was excited when they selected him, but he more importantly, it's almost like we get to hear Josh Allen tell Eric Armstead where things are at here in town, right? Like Armstead got a close-up view of what the Jaguars were at their most impotent last year. Remember the 49ers came into town after the bye week, and they just shut us down, man. Remember that? Allen, with Armstead, among other things, did say this about the collapse of 2023 going from 8-3 to out of the playoffs.
I think we lost a lot of trust between each other. And so I think that's one thing that we need to focus on this year.
That togetherness.
Yes, sir. And that's all phases of the game. That's, first of all, that's players because we play the game. That's also coaches, players having trust within the coaches.
All right, so you're going to hear more from Josh Allen, welcoming Eric Armstead in a little bit with very public, yet kind of a private field conversation. So there's some really good stuff here. We're going to get to a lot of it coming up next segment. You'll also hear from Armstead and how excited he is about his opportunity here in Jacksonville. So we're going to really save some time, dive into that in the second segment. Sometimes in this business, you just kind of want to, your initial instinct when you see something go way different than what you were expecting, you just want to put it in reverse and maybe reset. I'm going to resist the urge to do that with the Celtics. I will admit I put them in way too high a regard. And I sat and thought about the NBA, and I can't get guilty sometimes. You got to guard against this. as you get older as a sports fan, it's part because of that 3-leaf clover and the Celtics brand that I kind of compare this year's Celtics team from a dominance standpoint. They feel like those mid-'80s Celtics teams are the ones that won it all. But, I've skipped over some. There have been plenty of teams that have looked somewhat invincible since the mid-'80s now. Let's be fair. Those Shaq-Kobe teams looked awful good and unbeatable, didn't they? A couple years, those Shaq-Kobe teams, you felt like everyone was playing for second. Certainly LeBron's Heat teams had a couple of their 4 years, although they always seem to get counterpunched. But that first title that they won, they pretty much breezed through, no? Beat Oklahoma City with a young Kevin Durant, a young Russell Westbrook, a young James Harden. Man, think of that team if they'd just ridden it out. No one rides anything out. Kendrick Perkins is in one. Y'all know who Kendrick Perkins is?
Big Perk.
Big Perk's former NBA player. He was on that Oklahoma City team with Durant and all those dudes. He went on to Boston. He may have been on the championship team in Boston. I think he was. I don't remember for sure. The one with Garnett,
yeah,
Pierce.
I think he was.
I think he was too. Well, now he's on ESPN. He's kind of one of their main faces of NBA. And I would like to remind Kendrick Perkins, even though I agreed wholeheartedly with what he said last night, and if you missed it, Frank Vogel got fired yesterday by the Suns because, sure, it's his fault. But Perkins took the gloves off on Durant in particular. I said, I'm just so disappointed in today's player. There's just no accountability. And you look, in Milwaukee with Giannis, they fire Adrian Griffin. He's 31-13. Frank Vogel comes in year one. They're 49-33. It's not like they were just, it's on those dudes, man. But I would also remind Kendrick Perkins that he fell for the top-heavy Suns early in the year. I watched I just happened to have it on, middle of the day at the house. And it was like a preseason it was either a preseason look at the NBA or it was after the Bradley Beal trade and he came to Phoenix. And, man, Perkins had Phoenix winning everything. MVP, NBA title. But there's certainly not the guarantee of the super team that as LeBron envisioned it. They half worked there, literally, 2 out of 4. And it has not worked, has it, in some other spots? You try and put these 3 dudes together, it's not worked. It didn't work in Philly. It didn't work in the Nets. The Nets tried, again, 3 or 4 years ago, a health now in youth. They tried Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving. I mean, they're trying. You got to get a balanced team. You need one super stud, another alpha dog, and then a bunch of good players, man. I got a little ahead of myself on the one thing about the Celtics is they shoot an awful lot of threes to be a dominant team. And so when they have a really bad shooting night, as they did last night, they can get got indeed. The Cavs pummeled them in the second half. So, yeah, let's back off. Boston's just little – I still think they're going to – I think they'll win the – I think this will be like what the Heat did. Heat lost game 1. They won game 2. Boston put the foot down, and it wasn't a series from there. Now, this Cleveland team's a lot better than that Heat team, especially as banged up as it was. But anyway, back to the make a long story longer, back to the original point. Yeah, let me say to myself, let's settle down a little bit on the Celts, put them in some all-time category. Maybe as the boys were kicking around yesterday with Jason Tatum, maybe let their superstar actually show us he can go win one. And the Cavs will with a statement. Same with the Mavs. I'm back on air 2, breezing through, ET, the Thunder at home last night. Listen, the other side of being a young team is you don't have the experience in this, crucial do-or-die time. Luka Doncic is like the oldest 24-year-old dude in history. I feel like this guy's been running through the NBA playoffs for 10 years. Obviously, they have Kyrie Irving, and they have that mix. See, they got those other dudes, the Tim Hardaways, the P.J. Washingtons. They got some filler guys that you need that can, they can get you 28 tonight. They're not going to every night. But they know their lane. They know their role. And so Dallas, 119-110, that West is fantastic, man. We're headed towards good series there. They may not all be great games, but the matchup, so you're assuming Minnesota holds on. It's hard to imagine they won't. Either one of these Thunder Mavericks, either of those teams in the matchup against the T-Wolves is going to be pretty special, I think. I'm looking forward to it. I realize some of you, the old-timers out there, aren't the biggest NBA fans. Oh, well. That's where we're at, bros. I mean, it's May 10th. I can give you the AL Central breakdown if you want. We always got football talk, and we're going to get to some of that Josh Allen interview when we come back on the other side. One big weakness for each NFL team, and when we look into these dives, do we really care about the biggest weaknesses on other teams? No, of course not. We're going to go straight to the Jaguars, and I'll share that little bit of intel from, I believe it was Aaron Schatz at ESPN, as in Aaron Schatz himself with this list. Talk to Captain Kev. Going to hear from Josh Allen. Much more. You're listening to The Drill. It's a GFL Friday. That's green for life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get Florida Gators play-by-play on 1010XL.
The Gators get top 5 Kentucky in Gainesville. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday at noon on 1010 AM.
Why Arlington Toyota? Because summer starts here. That's right, it's the Summer Starts Here sales event, and Arlington has a huge selection of new vehicles in stock in one location. And every new purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time, and miles. Plus, you get 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. Plus, Arlington's Credit Helper program to help get you financed. There's even complimentary car wash with every service, and so much more. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
If you're a business owner and want to learn about federal, state, or local government contracts, plan to attend a free online webinar May 28th. The Florida Apex Accelerator, in partnership with UNF, provides expert guidance and consultations at no cost. The Apex Accelerator program can make selling to the government less complicated. Attend a free coffee and contracting webinar May 28th. Register at unf.edu/SBDC. Then select Training and Event tab.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts, all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser share the huddle with Freddie T.
Bring it in!
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins.
Fred Taylor, he's a candidate to go the distance.
And B&B Fuel and Lubricants on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Daily Stash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Daly's Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Daly's Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Daly's Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
PRP treatment is kind of the thing these days, and in many cases, it eliminates the need for surgery. This is Sheridan Tootin, and my experience with PRP from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been nothing short of great. I'm really feeling much better now. Ask your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist doctor about PRP treatment.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. We've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler for 47 years. And this Mother's Day, we'd like to help you celebrate Mom with up to 40% off our entire inventory. GIA certified diamonds, beautiful colored gemstones, designer brands, custom jewelry design. And Monahan Jewelers offers interest-free financing on any purchase. So get something special with a payment you can afford. Come celebrate Mom with fine jewelry at up to 40% off at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
I want to make our backyard into a paradise, but where do I start?
A few people I know chose CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. They do it all: fire pits, pergolas, and custom outdoor kitchens.
That sounds convenient, but I don't want a half dozen subcontractors milling around.
CSS is a licensed contractor, so they do 100% of the work themselves, from start to finish.
That's perfect. Let's get an estimate.
Well, I already toured their showroom last week.
Ha! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do it.
CSSOutdoor.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Captain Kevin Favor's Fishing Report. Brought to you by CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, we build it. On 1010XL.
All right, going to let you hear from the big fish in the Jags free agency pond, Eric Armstead, coming up. We'll sit-down podcast interview with Josh Allen. Some interesting stuff to go through there. First, let's fire up the All-Pro Roofing Hotline. Bring in my buddy, Captain Kevin Favor. Hi, Kev, before we get going.
Yes.
I do want to remind folks it's that time of year again, and our friends at the old school Kingfish shootout are ready to send out the invite.
Yep.
Presented by Yellowfin. You can go to oldschoolkingfish.com. The grand prize this year, a 21-foot Yellowfin bay boat, a 200-horsepower Yamaha, and a Ameritrail trailer. A value here, $115,000. How'd you like to go catch a king and walk away with that, huh?
It would be.
And tell them what old school means in the title. I think it's cool.
So old school. It's Paul Dozier is old school.
That's the truth.
So, I mean, for years, Paul and I, we talked about, he and I have been fishing kingfish tournaments forever. And I mean, literally since I was like 8 or 9 years old. And when we started out, most everybody fished on the beach, because it was like, that's where everybody thought the big kings were. Well, when these guys figured out that, really they could go offshore and catch, literally it would take a 50-plus pound fish to win the tournament, and you'd have 10 40s. So the beach guys, the little boats, they really didn't have much of a chance, and you started seeing participation just really start waning off, because unless you had a big yellowfin or a contender or something like that, and you couldn't get offshore, you didn't have much of a chance. Well, with the old school, it's a limit of north and south. Usually, I believe it's Daytona to Fernandina, and it's out 3 nautical miles. So you can't go offshore. You have to stay on the beach, and you have to. And here's the other thing: you can't buy bait, and you can't pin bait. So you have to catch your own bait. You have to catch bait the day of the tournament. It's old school. And let me tell you, when you see who to go back since this started and look at who's won these tournaments, it's a guy with his wife who's never kingfished before. It's a guy in a 17-foot polar skiff. Everybody has a chance.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
awesome. I've got notes here that said they've even had people enter on jet skis.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
all you got to do is
Just keep
is
it close
go
to
out
the
right
beach.
off that
Big turnout, the big party and fun around it as well. So go to Old School. Oh, gosh, let me get it exactly right. oldschoolkingfish.com. It's June 8th in St. Augustine. Go ahead and get your ducks in a row there. I went fishing last week. I told you I was going to. How are the other reports? Give me the jetties report. This is what we did. We went out there to those, I guess, the little jetties, what we used to call them. That's what I would say. We went right around the right around the corner there, and we had a little bit of luck. I mean, we put the fiddler crabs down. I mean, it wasn't 3 minutes, and one of the guys with us caught a 30-inch red, big bull red, beautiful fish.
Damn, that's a good start.
Yeah, it's a great start. And then we caught a keeper sheep's head not 10 minutes later. So and it's curious because we're fishing a spot, man. The boat's just going by us left and right, but we're getting bites. And then we had activity, but we ended up with only one keeper sheep's head and one keeper Spanish.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah. Is that?
I mean,
yeah, right. Would that be right? Spanish back. What are the? Yeah.
Yeah.
We caught a few of those. We caught some undersized fish. Caught some like toadfish, and called it a day.
Of course.
God, those are ugly.
No, the inshore report has been it's been okay.
Yeah, we tried the creeks on the way in. Nothing. It was low tide, so it was just it was.
How was boat traffic?
You know what? It wasn't. You told me it was going to be packed. I don't know. I don't know the boat ramps out there. We were in Mayport. We were tucked back in a neighborhood and just kind of like a smallish one, and then we got in and out no problem when it came to ramp traffic. And
that's good.
Once you get out, in the in the jetties or on the river or on the intercoastal, it was pretty clear.
Okay, all right.
But it was. We had activity.
Yeah, reports have been okay. It hasn't now the offshore stuff. When I say the offshore, nobody's really done way offshore this week. They haven't had the weather to do it. We have been able to fish inside of 9 miles this week, and it's been good. It hasn't been like red hot. I mean, not like last week was. I caught a 15-pound bull dolphin 7 miles off the beach last Friday.
Wow.
I mean, which is absolutely crazy. And there was a lot of sailfish caught. Last week the blue water stuff was like red hot. I mean, like crazy. I had a friend of mine, Captain Brian Lesage, catch 3 marlin, a sailfish, and 5 mahi in one trip.
Wow.
out of St. Augustine. Is that crazy? I mean, that's like.
That's a month's worth of.
Yeah, they had a double header of blue marlin and caught both of them.
Where that in the stream? Yeah.
So
makes it worth that ride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the good news is, especially out of St. Augustine, and I've heard out of Mayport, but out of St. Augustine, there's tons of bait. Pogies are all over the beach. I mean, just turn and go north, and you only have to go about a half a mile, and you'll see all the pelicans out there in 20 feet of water.
Okay.
That just makes your day. Now, okay, what are the seas doing? Where can I go? Most of us have been going out of St. Augustine, have been going northeast. We've caught kingfish this week. That's really been the highlight. The barracudas have showed up. A couple places have already gotten so sharked up that you can't go there. I mean, these giant bull sharks and stuff. I mean, as soon as you hook a fish, it just immediately gets eaten. So, and looking at the forecast, Jeff, today's really funky. Tomorrow they're just calling for some weird winds. I talked about it on the forecast show. If tomorrow's your day, if that's the only day you can go, it's going to be a game time decision. I mean, literally, you're going to have to stick your nose out the inlet and go, no, I don't want to do this, or I'll just stick to the beach, or this is okay. I'll beat my way out to 5 miles or something. But I think Sunday's going to be gorgeous.
Okay.
I think Sunday's going to be the day. if I had to pick one of the 2 days, I think Sunday's going to be the day. Mother's Day.
Well, there you go. Good luck, boys. I hope the mom in your life likes fishing.
I hope she likes to fish too.
This is an interesting take on the old school, but I guess it's a fair question for those. A text from the text line designed by Lifetime Closures. What time can they start fishing in the old school? But the reason he's asking is because he's going cobia fishing. He wants to make sure he can beat him to the bait. What time do they?
Cobia. I mean, so
in other words, anyway,
so
whatever.
You can start catching bait at 5:30.
5:30 a.m. There you go. That's all I need to know. But meanwhile, I would tell my friend here on the text line, listen, cobia fish the next week and go hop in the old school.
Well, here's the deal. If most cobia fishing not in June, and there's not much cobia in June. That's
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe he misunderstood that was this weekend. That's also a possibility.
That
you know what I mean? That would make sense.
That could absolutely be.
I mean, who's got June 8th cobia fishing marked on their calendar? I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a bait bet this week. I say we just go ahead and say it. I don't care if he doesn't practice. I don't care if his wife has a baby on Tuesday and he hits a ball for the first time on Thursday. Let's just take Scheffler out.
I'm with that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, we've had 2 contests. The first contest you picked him. He won the tournament. You won. The second contest I picked him. He won the tournament. I won. I see where this is going. I sense a pattern.
I think that makes it a little more fun. Yeah.
I mean, if this dude, by the way, and it's also going to his absence now for the tour from the last 2 or 3 weeks. I'll remind everyone that he left the Masters and went down to Hilton Head and said, "Okay, I'll go ahead and win this one too." And we haven't seen him since. And so if he just comes out of the sabbatical and having the kid, has she had the baby yet? I don't believe she has she? Eve, you see anything about Scheffler's wife?
I ain't seen
that.
Yeah. Well, Eve, she was supposed to have it. I mean, they were talking about the last day of the Masters.
Yeah, that was all a lie.
Yeah, exactly. That was all. I mean, come on, she's 8 months pregnant. I mean,
right,
yeah,
right.
I'm with you.
Okay.
So
we'll touch base Wednesday.
What's that?
We'll touch base Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. We'll text each other.
All right, my brother.
All right,
have a great
Have
weekend.
A good weekend.
All right.
Yep.
There he goes. Captain Kev. Outdoor show tomorrow. Y'all know that. It's one of your faves out there. Before we get to Josh Allen, listen, I can at least appreciate when I read an opinion that just hadn't been pounded into the pavement. This is a different one on the Jags. In fact, E.T., I'm going to give you the question, and I'm going to say that I'm going to give you my gut says 3. There's a part of me that thinks 5. I'll settle on 4. I'm going to give you 4 guesses as to the answer of this question. Okay? Here is the title of the column by one of the ESPN analytics and, DVOA, all those good numbers. His name is Aaron Schatz. I almost feel like his name should have been included in our goofy middle school locker room segment yesterday morning, E. You know what I'm talking about. I mean, need I remind you of the Charlotte Hornets' first head coach?
You don't got to remind me.
No. And he's not here, so he can't blurt it out right now.
Right?
All right, here's the title of the column. 2024 NFL offseason. Biggest remaining roster holes for all 32 teams. Okay? And so he goes through all 32 teams, but we're not going to do that because we live here in Jacksonville. We have the Jaguars. I want you to tell me what falls under that. Biggest remaining roster holes for all 32 teams. So it's a position. You have, and I'll just remind you, wide receiver, tight end, tackle, guard, center, running back, quarterback, tight end, defensive tackle, defensive end, inside linebacker, outside linebacker, cornerback, nickel corner, free safety, strong safety.
Gotcha.
Kicker, punter, if you want to throw them in there. I'm going to give you 4 guesses to identify the same roster hole that Aaron Schatz of ESPN has identified. So your first guess, sir, is the biggest roster hole on the Jacksonville Jaguars here in almost the middle of May.
I think Mr. Schatz went with edge rusher.
Okay, edge rusher. Wrong. Second guess, please.
I'm hoping Mr. Schatz went with tackle.
Wrong. Third guess. Okay, now we've reached semi-refreshing status because those would be the two that you would expect to see. Those are accurate guesses, and I'm not sure. I don't agree with this dude's. Anyway.
Did Mr. You say Aaron Schatz? Did Mr. Schatz go with wide receiver?
Wrong.
Wow.
So those are the three, right? Those are the three. You can't go find me somebody else who's looking at a position that still needs to be filled or work still to do or a hole, however you want to do it, and tell me that they don't have edge rusher, tackle, or wide receiver as the choice. But no. So this is it. Your final guess, or you're booted off of Let's Make a Deal.
My final guess
biggest roster hole in the Jacksonville Jaguars.
My final guess will be cornerback.
Wrong.
All right, Mr. Schatz.
See what I'm saying? Schatz went deep, I guess, on us. The biggest roster hole for he's wrong on this, I believe. But I believe, actually, that just about all of those, quote, roster holes that we just went through, aren't they all kind of similar need? Uh-huh. Like, none of those is just like, oh, my God, we're screwed.
Yeah, they're not glaring needs.
But all of them are like, yeah, we could be a little better. I would describe all of those roster holes, I think, very accurately in those terms. I don't know if I would do this with this one, but Schatz says the biggest roster hole on the Jaguars, strong safety.
Schatz diabolical for that one.
Diabolical, my man said. Here's what Schatz writes. That's going to be my new curse word. It's not a curse word. Schatz.
Like it's fulfilling just like one.
Oh, Schatz. Oh, Schatz. What have I done? Schatz, what have you done? The biggest hole for the Jaguars, Schatz writes. This is the kind of Schatz writes. The biggest hole for the Jaguars involves replacing Rayshon Jenkins, who signed with Seattle. Antonio Johnson, a 2023 fifth-round pick out of Texas A&M, who started 3 games a year ago. He had 2 picks and a sack with good coverage, charting numbers in limited use. 5-year veteran Andrew Wingard, the starter in 2021, sits on the depth chart behind Johnson. Eric Howell II spent the 2023 season on the practice squad after Jacksonville took him a round after Johnson in last year's draft. I don't know, maybe to a depth standpoint, he didn't mention Darnell Savage at all. Right?
Yeah.
I think the idea is Savage will be that nickel corner. Is that what we're saying? Doesn't there's not a hole at all, by the way, if one of these corners becomes like if Jarian Jones, the third rounder, is ready and steps in as the nickel corner, well, suddenly this quote roster hole is pretty stacked if you've got Johnson and Savage. That designation may almost bleed into corner because nickel corner has just become that hybrid. Are you a safety? Are you a corner? It depends on who you are and what team you're on. But anyway, searching for something different, there you go. So Josh Allen on a podcast with his new teammate, Eric Armstead, first would do his best to play welcome wagon and hand him the brochure on just where Armstead is moving to.
I mean, so Jacksonville, obviously, you probably know now is the largest. It's the largest city landmass, but it has that small country feel. Mm-hmm. It takes about 40 minutes to go to different places, but once you're in your location, you're in your location. I know that a lot about people.
So, boy, summed it up pretty good. And Josh Allen has been here a while and will be here a while longer now after that offseason contract that has him locked up. There's a belief. Now, listen, in fairness, go ask this question in any locker room in the NFL. Ain't nobody pessimistic right now about what's going to happen. They're all about to go 14-3, and they'll show everyone, and they're better than everyone thinks they are. Some teams can make that claim, with a little bit more viability than others. I think the Jags are in the viable category still, even though it doesn't feel like that after last season's late collapse. But Allen's still very optimistic about what can get done here in Jacksonville.
I think I was brought to Jacksonville to be a part of something special here and to bring something that hasn't been done here. And that's why I value Duval as much as I do, because I know my career is supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I know what I'm supposed to do. I know the value that I'm supposed to bring to this team, bring to this fan base, and I want to continue to do that until I'm done playing.
All right. Look, in his conversation with Eric Armstead, explained why he's so glad that Armstead is sitting across from him in the podcast and now on the defensive line. Allen expects impact to be seen from the addition of Armstead, of Ryan Nielsen, the new defensive coordinator, even Mason Smith and some of the younger defensive linemen. In fact, while in East, maybe the first two, did you go edge and tackle? Oh, that was offensive tackle. Defensive line is still an area where we think we could get better, right? Well, Josh Allen, cut 13E. He tells us where he thinks the Jaguars' defensive line can be by the end of the year.
We can really affect a lot of games. And you talk about the talent in our AFC, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Bring whoever you want to bring in here. You bring in not only notoriety to yourselves or whatever, you bring notoriety to our division.
Mm-hmm.
And when you bring notoriety to our division, we get more cameras, we get more lights.
Mm-hmm.
And we can prove that we're the best D-line. That's where the game is won, in the trenches.
Right.
I think we're going to be the best D-line. I know we're going to be the best D-line. I think we can be the best D-line in the league. I believe that.
And it starts with us.
And it starts with us. And
it always does.
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
You like that? I get you fired up a little bit? Let's get it. Eric Armstead, look, knows what it's like to be in a winning program. Hadn't won the Super Bowl, but twice has been with the San Francisco 49ers. Again, there's a Calais vibe here. One thing Calais was in Jacksonville, he was available. That dude played. You know, he had injury here, injury there, but he piled on these numbers, led us to that great season with Defensive Player of the Year. He's on the field a bunch. So Eric Armstead has, had his bouts now as he gets longer in the tooth. He's had his bouts, with missing time due to injury. So knocking on wood for a healthy season from Eric Armstead. But if he is healthy, Josh Allen has now hopefully proven what he can be and what level he can settle in at. The continued emergence of Trayvon Walker. They used a second-round pick on Mason Smith. They still have Roy Robertson-Harris, who I haven't mentioned. They still have Devon Hamilton that they're high on. Eric Armstead knows a thing or two about being on a really good defensive line. We talked about how dominant that San Francisco D-line is. Cut 15E, Armstead, podcast, conversation with Josh Allen on what he thinks the ceiling is here in Jacksonville.
And that's what I'm really excited about, looking at I got that same sense of energy coming here of helping to take a team, take a organization and get over that hump, man, and find some consistent success. And I think, we have a prime opportunity to do just that.
All right, so there it is. Eric Armstead, Josh Allen. We'll see. Training camp will be here before you know. We got a football fix when we return on the other side. I've never seen betting and gambling so prevalent. I guess it makes sense, right? I mean, we've flooded the airwaves. We've kind of graduated up. Fantasy football was the gateway drug. Got everybody in the entire country, housewives playing fantasy football, and then we just kind of that becomes player projections, and then that becomes just straight up gambling. And certainly in the National Football League, they are very, very self-conscious about any link to gambling, which made news between Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors, former LSU teammates, interesting yesterday. I'll tell you why when we return with a football fix and more. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators baseball coming up today. The Gators plus 100 at home against Kentucky. The Wildcats are the $1.30 road favorite. Florida State a $2.70 favorite at the Pitt Panthers plus 200 in ACC baseball. It's Atlanta visiting the New York Mets today. Charlie Morton on the mound for the Braves, another 55 favorite at Citi Field against Jose Quintana. The Mets plus 130, 8 flat the total. Tampa Bay Rays have Taj Bradley on the mound for the first time this season. He's a plus 114 underdog against Clark Schmidt and the Yankees minus 135. 8.5 under the total at Tropicana Field. Get your free VSIN subscription right now at VSIN.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
money! Septic alert, septic alert. Time for a spring septic clean? Contact Duck Duck Rooter today. Just $5.25 to keep your septic alive. For just $525, Duck Duck Rooter will pump out your septic tank, clean your outlet filter, plus send a plumber to your home to provide drain cleaning to your main sewer line. Call now to book 904-862-6769. DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We've got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat. Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with the best prices and our wow-ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing, and free oil changes with every purchase. You better beat the surge and head to Beaver Toyota St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville for the best car buying experience.
Mother's Day is right around the corner this year. Give your mother a gift that keeps on giving. How about a zero-resified kitchen? Hey, Hicken here. There's nothing my wife loves more than having Zero Res do a deep clean on the kitchen. Towel and grout. She also loves the look and feel of the granite countertops after Zero Res cleans and seals them. They really pop. Right now, Zero Res offering $50 off towel and grout cleaning and $50 off granite countertops cleaned and sealed. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the products and services, the best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Memorial Day. 0% financing available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway and tell them Prosser sent you.
Hey sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon for QC Kinetics. This is the absolute worst time of the year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do all the outdoor stuff you love to do, hiking, jogging, biking, playing on the beach. Don't go through summer missing out on life. Call QC Kinetics now and find out how they can use biologics from your own body to give new life to your achy joints. You gotta call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 904-274-5522. Serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Again, this is the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of QC Kinetics patients around the country are living their best life this year because they made the call. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Revolutionary treatments for joint pain are here. Again, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Call QC Kinetics now, 904-274-5522. That's QC Kinetics.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
When you hear that phone ring on 1010XL, hello, we're bringing you another great guest on the All-Pro Roofing phone line.
Where's the phone? Over there.
Listen for great phone interviews all day on the All-Pro Roofing phone line on 1010XL.
Surf in the Summer Surf Camp is now registering for camps this summer. Get your kids out to the beach this summer. For registration and session dates, log on to surfinthesummer.com. Surf in the Summer, Jacksonville Beach's premier surf camp.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and the summer sun is just begging us to get out and ride, and Honda's got every level of rider in mind, don't they?
They do. They've got Honda scooters. They got the mini motos, great for the beach. They've got the big heavy gold wing, great for taking something cross country. Or they got the weekend warrior bikes too. We got them all in the showroom.
Yeah, the real cool thing about it is you can log on to cyclesofjacksonville.com or just cruise on by and check you out.
Absolutely. We got them on the showroom, ready to roll.
On Atlantic, near Regency, Cycles of Jacksonville.
It's a popular gift idea, perfect for your home or work environment. Mystic Cornhole Company builds custom, high-quality boards right here in Jacks. Visit their shop on Parental Home Road or check out some designs at mysticcornholecompany.com.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I tell you, with the ever-present TV cameras, social media, no sport gets arbitrated like golf does. Like they're literally big. Could you imagine an NFL game if they flooded the switchboard and said, "Hey, that play on 3rd and 4, his feet were actually inbounds," and they went back and they changed the play because of it? Could you imagine that?
No,
That's happened in golf. Viewers will see a player break a rule in golf that no one has seen or noticed or pointed out, and they'll go back and they'll check it and look at it and hit somebody with a two-shot penalty. But at the same time, golf fans can go crazy with other things they see. Oh, well, how do you get a drop here? Or why is that rule in place there? Or that's unbelievable. And we had something like that with Xander Schauffele yesterday. We'll get into that a little bit later. Hey, if you're in the crowd that's surprised at what Jalen Brunson has become for the New York Knicks, you're in good company. His college coach was Jay Wright. In fact, he coached this trio of Knicks guys that are starring right now with Dante DiVincenzo and Josh Hart. They were all on the same college team, a team that won a national title. But Wright recently sat down as the Knicks and Brunson continue their run. He had the streak of 40-point games. He's become a carry-the-team scorer, which I don't think anyone saw coming out of college. He went in the second round. But among those anyones is Jay Wright, his former coach at Villanova. Here's what he said. I didn't think Brunson would be this good. I thought he'd be a point guard on an NBA championship team because he's such a winner. I thought he'd get with Luka. I thought that was a great situation for him. I thought he'd get with a Luka Doncic and lead a team to an NBA playoff. Maybe a more talented player might be the leading scorer, but he'd be the leader. When that talented player got hurt sometime and he needed to score, he'd score. That's what I thought his NBA career would be. After being drafted in the second round by the Mavs back in 2018, same draft they got Luka, he primarily came off the bench his first 3 years. Modest numbers, second or even third or fourth fiddle to Luka Doncic, and then he really showed the signs of becoming the player that he is now. In his fourth season, more than a role player, full-time starter, 16 points. When Doncic missed the first 2 games of the playoffs that year, Brunson is the one who put the Mavs on his back. He had 41 points in Game 2 of that series against the Jazz. Huh. Some people should have been paying attention, huh? Following that season, he signed with the Knicks instead of staying with the Mavs. That was a decision seen as betting on himself to proving to be the number one guy on a team, and, well, a point has certainly been proven now. He is indubitably a number one guy on his team. Fire up the band, ET. We got a football fix. It's brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks. They're in action this weekend. We'll talk to their head coach, Jason Gibson, on Monday. On the road this weekend, got a home game a little later this month, and a bunch of home games on the back half of the schedule. So be a part. Beat the heat with some indoor football. JackSharks.com. I like to spend my time outdoors at the Joint Creek Golf Club. You can join me on the home course. Go to online, set your tee time up. It's the best value in golf. It's the Joynton Creek Golf Club. I remember I told you the story that Terry and Arnold said that the Raiders literally flipped a coin to pick him.
Yep.
And I said just how that would seem relatively unbelievable.
Right.
Antonio Pierce is the head coach of the Raiders, and he said, yeah, no. Denying that the Raiders literally flipped a coin to pick, ultimately, Brock Bowers in the draft. All right, so I told you going to break. It's a tease about this bet between Jaden Daniels, I didn't tell you the thing. I said, with all the attention on gambling, maybe going public with this one, not so much. Jaden Daniels went 4 spots ahead of Malik Neighbors, his teammate. They were pass catch duo, of which Brian Thomas Jr. made it a trio at times. But Daniels went 4 spots ahead. He's also counting on finishing ahead of him when it comes to being named the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. And so they've made a $10,000 bet. Daniels and Neighbors have a bet on who will win NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Guess where Neighbors first brought this up? On the Pivot podcast with our old buddy Fred Taylor. Daniels confirmed the wager on an interview in an All Facts No Breaks podcast with Keyshawn Johnson on Wednesday. But it could be a short-lived wager. I mean, the NFL may have something to say about this. Commanders took Daniels number 2. The Giants took Neighbors number 6. Daniels said of the bet, man, he wasn't supposed to tell nobody. We got a little something going on. Daniels confirmed it was for 10 when asked by Johnson what it was for. But, hey, look, there's a good chance the bet doesn't happen. One team source said the education for rookies on the gambling policy is going to take place during their rookie minicamp, which begins today with the orientation session. The bet could end up being canceled after that. Yeah, sure it will. Yeah, right. Yeah. We were just kidding. Fast forward to Mardi Gras next year on the streets of New Orleans when the stacks change hands. Continuing with a football fix. I guess reports are that Tom Brady has apologized to Giselle over the Rose comments. I think she's owed one, man. Tom Brady agreed to be roasted. Giselle didn't. And I get when you latch on to celebrity and fame, there's going to be some periphery. But, man, that roast felt as much like a roast of Giselle as it did of Tom because they're using Giselle to get to Tom. And it's easy to use, wife of many years who leaves her husband and is shacking up with a jiu-jitsu coach, a hot minute later. So anyway, he has apologized to her. That's super. Meanwhile, the former Patriots who were at the roast, and there were a bunch, are saying that it was kind of tense between Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft. Not so happy reunion all the way around, according to 2 former players who attended. They shared some awkward moments off stage. Julian Edelman and Drew Bledsoe discussed the 3-hour roast during the latest episode of Edelman's Games with Names podcast. Talked about the scene in the green room before the event. Pre-show, we're in the green room. Remember that? Were you in there, Edelman asked? Bill's opening up. He's having fun. He's talking war stories, talking rookie skits, talking fun bleep, doing bleep. We know what Bill's all about, but it was like amplified because he was excited to see you guys because he doesn't have a job anymore. Edelman and Bledsoe said they were both in the green room with Belichick along with Gronk, Randy Moss when Kraft arrived. Then Kraft walks in. Belichick's kind of holding court as he's in the middle of the story. Kraft walks in, and so you guys all go over to say hi to Kraft. The tension in the room, though, could cut bleeping glass. Unbelievable. That's Football Fix. We got more to get to today. We're just warming up. We got the quarterback whisperer in with us. You're locked in the drill. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. This is 1010XL.
The fans have rallied around us.
Home of the Jaguars fan.
It's really, really cool. It's a cool experience that I'll always remember that.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Attention veterans, if you have a VA loan, you need to listen to this, especially if your current rate is higher than 6.5%. Now is the time to take advantage of the federal government's VA Streamlined Refinance Program. With my friends at Loan Pronto, you can. Go to loanpronto.com. Prosser here, and Loan Pronto has fixed rate APRs in the 5s. You can drop your rate now. Lower your payment with no income documentation and no appraisal. Do it at loanpronto.com. Their all-digital platform makes it easy. They can even cover your closing costs. If you need cash now, Loan Pronto can get you up to 100% of your home value. You can pay off all your credit cards or other debt and save as much as $1,000 a month. Call Loan Pronto now at 904-999-1508 or get a 30-second rate quote at loanpronto.com. Ask about streamlined VA loans, no income doc, and no appraisal. Loan Pronto, 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Hey, stop paying for exterior paint that doesn't protect your home or business. Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield. Man, those beautifully durable coatings. And I'm telling you, they're beautiful and they're durable. They never chip, crack, or peel. You want that backed up? They back it up. 25-year warranty. Who does that? Rhino Shield. Prevents unsightly mold, mildew, and algae. Prevents water intrusion from those crazy storms that we get in Northeast Florida. Fights salt corrosion, Class A fire rating. And by the way, that's while saving you thousands compared to the cost of repainting over and over again. Getting 0% financing, up to 20% off right now. Great low pricing. Never been easier to paint your home with Rhino Shield. Take the first step today. Get your free estimate at rhinoshieldjax.com. Go to rhinoshieldjax.com. Sign up and get that free estimate and enjoy.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you're ready to upgrade your home's backyard living appeal and just need some design inspiration, let the experts at Art of Natural Stone make your outdoor living perfect. Known for summer kitchens, gazebos, pavers, patios, and pool decks using all natural stone. All the custom elements you need for a first-class professional design, and they do installation. Open to the public on Phillips Highway and on Beach Boulevard. Find ideas online at artofnaturalstone.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business, man. Shane, his dad, his guys are from here, taking care of people who live here. I've told you about Shane Lockhart Construction, man. They went above and beyond, though, over there at Juju's house getting that project done. Worked overtime, got it done in timely, friendly, affordable, just great dudes, man. I can't say enough good things about my friends at Lockhart Construction, man. More than just people that I use. They're friends, you know? And if you have an idea, a construction need, no job too big, no job too small, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. He'll tell you if he can do it or not. And he usually can, and he usually does it. He always does it perfectly. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion.
Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Window Gang Jacksonville. As rookies report to their minicamp, former Jaguar defensive end, now broadcaster Jeff Lagerman, weighed in on the #1 draft pick Brian Thomas Jr.
He's willing to do anything. He is the ultimate team player. He's there to help the team win. You know, a lot of wide receivers come in and say, I want the ball.
Game 1 between Florida and #3 ranked Kentucky, originally scheduled for this evening at 6:30, has been bumped up to 1 p.m. due to expected inclement weather in the evening. Game 2 and 3 remain as scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. Hear the game live on 1010XL. In local collegiate sports, the Jacksonville Dolphins baseball team will look to break their 5-game losing streak when they take on the Kennesaw State Owls this evening at 7. UNF Osprey baseball looks to stop a 2-game slide when they take on the North Alabama Lions this evening at 7. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:04 and it's 73 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
This is how we do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
You know it! Sweet Friday! Motion, please. Hey! Ho! Hey, ho!
Whoa, whoa! The shoe fits.
Take it Friday. Hello, Friday! Destiny got punctured, so Friday's happy again.
Why are we bringing up old news?
Sorry, my man.
Destiny's at the bottom of the St. John.
They found her in the
Destiny
river.
died like the Jags' late season.
But Friday's happy. Friday's smiling. Friday's tapping her. Friday, put the smoke out. I told you 1,000 times, no smoking in
Not
here.
in the building. It's not 1978.
Pass
Gee
that
whiz.
thing over here, Friday.
But we transition. Today we transition from Friday to a special birthday shout out.
Let's do it.
Who's the lucky girl? Come on.
Go, Riley. Go, Riley.
Happy birthday, Riley.
Go, Riley.
Yes,
Go,
we're talking
Riley.
about you. You and your dad, Kevin.
Shout out.
Come on, Riley.
Let's
It's
go.
you. Dance, Riley. You're 8. The grade 8, Riley. Woo. Come on, Jeff. Happy birthday, Riley.
Happy birthday, girl. Turn up, girl.
Absolutely, man. Enjoy your day. Nothing like having a birthday when you're 8.
Nothing like having a birthday on a Friday.
Oh, it's great. Woo! Plus, you're a May baby. That's one of the best, Riley.
Shout
Welcome
out
to
to
the
May
club.
babies.
Happy birthday, Riley.
One more bit of great news.
Wow, watch what you got.
Oh, the gritty gutty Rangers last night.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a good one.
gut punch with a minute and a half to go.
Apparently they're not going to lose.
Oh,
Going to win every game. You sacrificed it all. And,
I did.
I mean, every day, another day. Like, this is strictly.
Happy birthday, Riley. Yeah.
You could title the summer of 2024 in New York.
Yeah.
Jalen versus the Mush. Because Dan Hicken sacrificed every other New Yorker, from Jalen Brunson to Peter Alonso
For the cup.
for the Stanley Cup and the New York Rangers, and in turn, Jalen. And what I mean is, it's Jalen versus Karma. every day the sports gods little G pluck another Nick from the lineup, and Brunson just keeps on willing them to win.
I don't think he's going to play tonight. I think they're going to give him the night. I don't know. OG's done, so as expected. I've already heard game 3 and 4. I can't imagine he plays again this series. Can we win 2 without OG and get to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, probably.
What's a shame is after you watched the Celtics last night, you're like, gosh, a healthy Knicks team
they'll
could
bounce back.
Oh, they will. But a healthy Knicks team could battle them. We'd at least battle them. I'm not saying we could beat them. I'm saying we could
It was
battle
so funny because the Nuggets had been the favorites to win the NBA title, and then just like literally the line shifted for the first time. I believe it was the first time since the playoffs started. There was an announcement, a headline: Celtics now the betting favorite, and then they went out and did that.
Yeah. So, but the Rangers last night, it's
on the road.
2-1 Carolina, or 2-1 New York, and Carolina pulls the goalie. And they start peppering.
It was kind of early, wasn't it? Didn't they do it like 3 minutes when they scored?
I think it was like 2.5. But that's about when they do it. Sometimes they'll do it like 4, just to, they want to get as much as they can. It's whether you do it at 4 or you do it at 2. What does it matter, right? Because if they score, you're going to get beat. If you give up an empty netter, you're done, regardless. Yeah. So anyway, and they score. They score with 1.5 minutes to go. It's a gut punch, man. And we play it out. We go to overtime But we scored pretty quick in overtime, man, and Panarin the bread man delivered. What a fantastic goal. Shesty, again, was unreal between the pipes.
I'll translate for y'all.
Carolina
Panera is the bread man. He doesn't literally deliver the bread. That's his last name, and he's a Ranger.
Yeah, Carolina literally, it was almost like 2-1 shots on goal. I mean, we give up 50 shots a game. Thank God we got a great goalie who's playing great right now, because otherwise we'd be toast. But that was terrific. So
toasted.
Yes, but 3-0 lead, man. 7 straight wins to open the playoffs. Last time we did that, 1994. Last time we won the Cup, 1994.
Yeah, it's all falling into place.
It's all happening.
Who is the biggest roadblock? Who are you most afraid of? Rank the 3 teams you least want. That are going to be. I don't know how to phrase it. Who are the 3 best teams? If you don't win it in order, give me the 3 you think would.
I could do that.
Good. I'm demanding it.
I'll say.
Who's playing right now? Boston and Florida?
I'd say Florida.
You think? Okay. Do you think they'll beat Boston?
I do.
Okay. So Florida and New York. Have you had any recent history with them?
Well, we play them,
but not in the playoffs lately. Nothing.
Not with Florida.
So Florida. What about out west? Like the Dallas, Colorado, the same team or no?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good series, man. Whoever emerges from that,
they're the same ones.
I'd probably put
high-scoring
second,
teams.
and then I'd probably put Vancouver.
Vancouver. Oh, we could have a 94 redo 30 years later.
Only because of I would say Vancouver seems to have Edmonton's number. So
was that Vancouver team led by Pavel Bure and Teemu Selanne?
Yes.
That's pretty
probably
cool.
Yes. You know who Pavel Bure's married to, right?
Is it like Kornikova or someone?
No.
Is it American?
Yes.
No.
Let me make sure.
Kim Basinger.
9.5 weeks.
She could be his mom.
I'm wrong.
Oh, no. That's okay. Then just let it go. We'll just move along.
Yeah. Who's the one who's married to, oh, gosh.
To who?
What was the show?
We get more questions than answers in this segment.
What was the show with the little twin girls?
Full House.
Full House.
Who, Cloutier?
Oldest daughter.
Mary Kay, Ashley, Michelle.
No, the oldest daughter is the Cameron girl.
Yeah. What's her name?
Bure, yeah, right?
Is that her name?
Candace Cameron Bure, yeah, she must be.
That
was her name, yeah.
Yeah, that's who he's married to.
Oh, well, cool.
Yeah.
So you were right after all.
I was right.
Stephanie? I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
her
Stephanie
names.
was the
middle one.
Yeah, Stephanie was the middle one. All right, so
That's
I got
Kirk Cameron's sister, no? Candace Cameron? Bure? Are you looking at me like I'm stupid or like
I never
you
thought
didn't
of
know
that.
this?
I didn't
think
know
they're
that.
brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
I think Kirk Cameron and Candace Cameron Bure are brother and sister.
Now we got to find
But it
out.
would be totally like me to have that to be way off base on that. But yeah, I believe they are.
Wow. I never knew that.
Is it first to verify that it's truth? Because I could
Candace is the younger sister of Kirk
Yeah,
Cameron.
there you go. See what I've done. I have
Good
laid a People magazine
Very nice.
posted on you today.
Very good. Very good. All right. Oh, by the way, one other question. Is your truth hat on right there? Is that your truth hat?
Sure.
Okay.
Always truth hat. I'll always wear the truth hat.
Speak the truth.
Okay.
Just curious.
Mm-hmm.
You got
a little snicker going on.
No,
a little
I just
smirk. You're smirky this
I'm
morning.
not smirky. I just want to know the truth on this one.
All right.
This is not an uncomfortable truth. Just be honest, okay? Do you find yourself rooting for or against the Rangers?
Oh, gosh. I haven't gotten there yet.
You haven't gotten there?
I'm rooting for the...
you said you like the Knicks.
Yeah. No, I'm not rooting...
They're starting to annoy you.
The Knicks are no, I'm not totally annoyed by either yet. I can't do it like you. I'm not so anti my friend's happiness that I can get on board the Rangers yet because I haven't followed hockey and I don't really care that much. I'm not watching the games.
Yeah.
Whereas the Knicks, I'm watching all the games and they just don't bother me because I like Brunson. But inevitably, when you get to like your Eastern Conference final and your Stanley Cup, then I'll root against them.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I will.
I don't have a problem with that. Our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. Rumors are flying and have it that the Jags could be playing on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Where does this come from? From one person's suggestion that they're due?
No.
Okay, so it's more than that.
It's
this
more
a
than
leak?
that. Yeah.
Are you excited about this? You said no.
That's my question. How do you feel? That's our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars. How do you feel about it? Number one, I'm going to Motor City.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
Number two, get stuffed, watch Jags.
Yes, sir.
Number three, rather not, it's Turkey Day.
Nope.
Number four, love the national spotlight.
Okay, 2 and 4, I'm fine.
Right.
I like both, but 2 is for me. After all these years, I can be slicing the turkey, sipping on a glass of Pinot, and watching the Jaguars in that first game. It's fantastic. It's a tremendous addition. Listen, I got to be honest. Road game Sundays in my house.
AE.
Huh? You don't like it?
AE.
Yep.
We'll see how his
what do you mean?
We'll see how his continence changes.
Why?
When the boss man says, "Hey, by the way, we're working Friday morning."
I don't think he'll do. I don't. If he did, that would be fine. I don't think he would do that. But if he did that, I don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care. There have been other situations where it has not worked that way. Like Christmas Eve has been on Sunday and they played in Monday. So whatever. I'm not worried about that. I do though. As y'all know, I love Thanksgiving, man. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I got to set the ground rules on that one, the parameters years ago.
Yeah.
So it's my one bone through the years, and I love it, man.
Well,
so I would love that. I did see, and this was surprising, the Jags are the only team to have never played on Thanksgiving.
Right. So I think they fixed that. I think it's happening. Get stuffed, watch the Jags, 62.9%. Love the national spotlight, 19.4%. I'm going to Motor City, 9.3%.
I'm going
Rather
to
not,
Motor
it's Turkey Day,
City.
8.4%. I wonder if
I do not want to go to Detroit for that game. That doesn't appeal to me. It's
glad.
cold. It's gross. It's dark.
I think it'd be fun.
I don't. I think it'll be.
You
Here's
want
why.
to go? Me and you?
I go.
Okay, here's why I don't think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Because I love Thanksgiving, man.
Yeah.
I like to be in there and the food and the family and just what I was going to say though. Road Sundays now at the age that my kids are. Every road Sunday is like a Thanksgiving, only it's not turkey that we eat. Like the kids all come over with their plus ones and the baby, and my parents will stop by. I mean, it's like every Jaguar road game has become kind of a Sunday afternoon Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Of course, we weren't very thankful down the stretch as they just kept laying egg after egg after egg. Cleveland.
Well,
Tampa.
Dreamfinders in 20-plus
Tennessee.
Jacksonville communities in the best locations, and for a limited time on select move-in ready homes. Dreamfinders Homes is offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate year one of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details. Get off the sidelines. Get into the game. So there's a site on social media called NFL Schedule Leaks.
Okay, and how accurate is it?
Well, the finalized Thanksgiving schedule is the following. Jags at Lions. You could check on
I do want to say this. I want to remind you, every year some of the biggest foolings happens with the schedule release. Remember, there's that one fake Twitter guy.
No, this is not verified.
No. I'm not saying this as a disclaimer to what you're about to do. I'm just saying you can forget when the event. Remember that guy got in what was his name? You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
I know who you're talking about.
Right, it was a big story. He put in all these like verified, big time. We're following him and presenting him, and then he came out and said, "Let's see, I just made it all up." Good for you, Jack A.
Anyway, Jags at Lions.
Bure's brother she's married to. Not Pavel, I guess his brother. Valerie Bure?
Oh, Valerie.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Shat.
Shatses.
Commanders at Dallas at 4:30. Titans at Chargers at 8:20.
For what?
Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, Panthers at Cowboys, you said?
Commanders.
Oh, Commanders. And then the Titans at the what?
Chargers.
Is it Titans?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't listening. I didn't know what you're talking about.
It's fine. Jags at Lions, Commanders at Dallas, Titans at Chargers. That's the finalized Thanksgiving schedule, according to NFL Schedule Leaks 2024, who also leaked something else about the Jags.
The girl's DJ also about them. I'm just filling in the blanks for people that are wondering. The older sister was DJ.
No, we said the middle sister was Stephanie.
Yeah, but we didn't. We never said the older sister.
Yeah, we didn't know the older sister's name. We were asking. It's DJ.
Another leak. On September 8th, the Baltimore Orioles have moved their game from 1:35 to 12:05. They share a parking lot with the Ravens. Could this mean the Ravens are home for Week 1 of Sunday Night Football to open the season? These are the type of schedule leaks that we try to find.
I like that. Yeah, that's believable. But although some people were saying Baltimore at Kansas City and the Thursday nighter made a lot of sense.
Bears at Washington, Week 3 Thursday night. Caleb versus Jaden Daniels.
I like that. It's a good Thursday nighter.
Just a few of these that I'm looking at.
Yeah. I saw somebody suggest
Vikings at Jacksonville in London, Week 4. Don't know if that's...
No.
Yeah.
See, that's where now you've lost all credibility.
Yeah.
Because the Vikings have a home game over there.
Yeah.
How are we going to play the Vikings in our home game if...
We don't have the Vikings at home this year?
Oh, we do have I guess it could be... No, isn't the Vikings a road game?
Vikings is a road game?
Yeah, that's why we were going to play the Vikings. So now the whole site has been... Or maybe it was the Vikings were there already and we didn't think we would play them, but then that would make the Vikings playing 2 in a row against us as the road team and then their own home
Vikings are a home game here this year.
They're home for us?
Yes.
So now instead of us playing, who are we?
We know we're playing Chicago in Tottenham.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chicago has a game in London.
I was thinking it was the Vikings who had a game over there already. No, never mind then.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
So take it back what you said about the schedule leaks.
Yeah, no, okay, it's back on. I thought that was a road game.
They say the Giants are traveling to Munich, Germany to face the Carolina Panthers. Just a few things here and there. I'm just looking if there's another.
Although there is this about the Jags playing a Detroit, it definitely takes on a vibe. It could definitely ruin your Thanksgiving. There's that. You put that. You forget now Detroit's a good team.
And by the way, it's 12:30 too, so you usually eat around. The very earliest you eat on Thanksgiving to me it'd be like 12:30, 1 o'clock. We were usually more like 2.
Because what we don't know is what we don't need to do is like to go completely Jacksonville Jaguar again, lay an egg, go into Detroit 3-7. Oh. So okay, well that would make sense. I think I'd heard that at one point. I don't know where I got on the Cleveland and the Jets as the home game. I'd heard Minnesota as a potential home, but then I was thinking they were the road. They were already a home team, but it's Chicago. Never mind.
Yeah, that's botched.
Well,
but anyway,
really
those are some of the
because it
NFL
hasn't come
schedule
out
leaks,
yet.
and we'll see. Next week it comes out, and we'll go from there. But that's the plan.
It's kind of early. I know we're technically not to the 10-minute drill. I got the pest of the day. I've just been holding back because I want to get your thoughts on this. Golf can't get out of its own dadgum way.
Yeah.
And the pest of the day today is the PGA Tour and Xander Schauffele.
Every day I'm shuffling.
I mean, come on, man. The drops you're giving these dudes and the liberties these dudes are taking, y'all, it's just disgusting. You expect us that play amateur golf to play anywhere near the rules when a guy flares one into a tree line up against a fence and you get to claim some shot link tower is in the way and let him drop it completely unencumbered with a free shot to the flag. Let's use some common sense here, dude. You don't get a drop out of that. And shame on you, Schauffele, you dirty, rotten crook. You beady-eyed little cheater.
He does not like Schauffele.
He's a cheater, Hick.
He's been killing
you don't know
Schauffele since the players.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I have him in my pool, so I'm happy.
Well, that's fine, but you don't get a free drop when you make a mistake, you little loser. You saddle up like every one of us, and you punch it out. Go crying for a drop. This dude can't swing the golf club. It's in the bushes up against the fence, but because there's a shot link tower some 50 yards down the way, that's in your line of sight.
Shot link.
What a liar you are. You guys are gross. Go.
Oh, dear.
And then afterward, Schauffele robbed 2 elderly gentlemen who were carrying some extra cash on his way because it's all he cares about is a little cashola.
I don't think he robbed anyone.
That's the Pest Today, brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. I wish the boys from Mission Pest would go up there and spray that tree line while Xander's in there looking for his ball. Just give him a good shot. Mission Pest Solutions, 944-PEST. You will get your initial treatment 50% off for mentioning 1010XL. And, yeah, if you're a fan of nitpicking the golf the golf rules and the drops and the coverage. I was telling E, it's the only sport where fans can call in and like change the rulings. Can you imagine if you did it in other sports? But it's yesterday. It's just the epitome of gross. Hey, PGA Tour, nat up, man. No, Xander, you're going to have to hit this. What are you going to do, run off to the live if they don't? Wouldn't put it past them. Give me this ruling or I'm going to live. Cheater.
We're just warming up, man. We got a lot to do today. It's a busy, busy Friday. Shout out to all here in the month of May, and we will keep it rolling here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family, right? That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But have you done your last will? Oh, you're like, oh, I'll do my will. Hey, man, something that you need to do, you want to do, and you have to do. You might as well do. Get it out of the way, right? Because it allows you to take all your hard work and get it to the people that you choose. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. You got questions? Maddie's got answers. Reach out. 904-527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hey, sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon for QC Kinetics. This is the absolute worst time of the year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do all the outdoor stuff you love to do, hiking, jogging, biking, playing on the beach. Don't go through summer missing out on life. Call QC Kinetics now and find out how they can use biologics from your own body to give new life to your achy joints. You gotta call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 904-274-5522, serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Again, this is the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of QC Kinetics patients around the country are living their best life this year because they made the call. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Revolutionary treatments for joint pain are here. Again, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Call QC Kinetics now, 904-274-5522. That's QC Kinetics.
Are you embarrassed by your ugly, cracked concrete driveway? Need to enhance your home's curb appeal? Stonecore on Phillips Highway is your one-stop shop for all your outdoor needs. Replacing with new stone pavers will transform your driveway into a stunning work of art. Say goodbye to unsightly concrete and hello to beautiful, durable pavers that last for years. Visit Stonecore today and let's beautify your home together. Stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
Oh, that big and broke blind. No worries. I'll just go to fish-hook-repair.com and get these hooked on fish again. Oh, and while I'm on the site, I'll check out the Pro Shop with exclusive fish hook apparel for Jacksonville's coolest anglers. Fish-hook-repair.com. Don't forget the hyphens. It's the place for fishing gear.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
Mother's Day seems to sneak up on us. 1010XL helps you say thanks with gift ideas from
Beaches Dermatology, Sawgrass Marriott Spa, and Kuhn Flowers.
Go to 1010XL.com at your convenience.
It's
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Ante up and swing for the greens. Best Bet St. Augustine is giving away a brand new golf cart and cash prizes during our Fairways to Fortune promotion. Now to July 26th. Every hour of poker and table games played at Best Bet St. Augustine earns you a chance to win over $30,000 in prizes, including a top-of-the-line golf cart that seats 6. Visit bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com. And we'll see you in St. Augustine.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
With over 60 years of dedicated service, Big Chief Tire has earned Jacksonville's trust by providing stress-free service at fair prices. Frank Rangi here. Whether you drive an electric vehicle or a traditional car, Big Chief carries the best tire brands for lasting quality. Their skilled technicians will install them quickly and have you back on the road in no time. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule an appointment at one of those 5 Jacksonville locations. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. Okay. All right. We got sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We like to call that the 10-minute drill. What's fun is at the end of the drill, we give out a prize pack. I call it a prize pack. He tells me it's razzle dazzle.
Dazzle, dazzle.
What are we dazzling them with today, E?
A gift card to Kuhn Flowers. The winner will be entered for a chance to win a prize packet worth up to $700 from Beach's Dermatology. All you got to do is holler at your boy.
Hey, shout out Beach's Dermatology. Shout out Doctors Metz and Boudreaux. Shout out to the fine folks out there who take care of the skin. So a lot of stuff going on in the world of sports. Late last night, Dallas even up to see a nice W for the Mavs. They beat OKC. But the press conference, E. Did you play the press conference yet with Luka? And you need to go find odd thing at Luka Doncic's press conference to start, but we won't play it until the 9 o'clock nasty.
What do you mean?
It was, do you remember the scene in the gym at Porky's in the movie?
Where they're looking through the peephole?
No.
That one? No.
I
don't know. I don't know exactly which one you're talking about as you say that. It's been a lot of years since I saw our generation's version of American Pie.
Okay, well then, I'm not going to explain it. I'll just wait till 9 o'clock, and
I've seen the movie, so I probably would know immediately. But you don't have to say it on the air. You can.
No,
I
no
implore you. I demand you to hold it out for the 9 o'clock nasty. The kids just don't need to be subjected to some of the things.
I mean, last segment we're wishing Riley a happy 8th birthday. We can't turn around and go do this.
I mean, I think beady-eyed cheater was enough poor behavior exhibited by this show toward the youth.
It is.
You don't need to be that kind of name.
Sometimes we got filthy language.
For sure. Yesterday.
We're guilty of it. You were uttering terrible things. Yesterday we did the name game.
Yeah, that wasn't. I don't know why you say I utter. You are
you
way more likely
you
to
like
unleash
to say bad words and then blame me.
No, you.
That's what happens.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, no, you say a lot of bad words all the time, and it makes me uncomfortable.
I didn't want to say anything, but you have a potty mouth, and it needs to stop.
You know what? I think I do not wholeheartedly deny that. To the point that I've been thinking about this. Last year's bit in the summer, it was a long hat summer, Dan.
Yeah.
I think that I'm glad you brought this up. Do you have a second?
Yeah, I got plenty of time.
I cannot find myself. I find myself making a New Year's resolution every year to stop cussing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a prude. I'm not anti-cussing. I don't judge. I think we cuss way too much as society out in public. It's, let's kind of remember like children's innocence a little bit, and let's cater our behavior. If there's little ears and eyes around us, and it seems less and less and less like that's a directive anymore, whatever. But I am for my own sake, and I think a properly timed profanity can be effective, comedic or otherwise. But I don't want to be. I've tried to not. Cuss, Dan, and I have a hard time doing it. So I'm thinking about really just putting my stones in a vice.
Oh.
And come up with just an entire Google Nation accountability partner with the president would be U and E, and every time I say a cuss word, I got to put $1 in the curse jar. And at the end of the year, I'll give it to
E. There could be
I'll give it to charity. There could be
the E.
This is a desperate step by me. This is dangerous.
E in the segment in between the segments,
right?
We might get about $27, $28.
And see that hurts. That hurts my soul when you say it. And I'm not denying it. That's a problem. They flow too quickly and easily. I'm ashamed and embarrassed of my language at times. Because here's what happens. It's amazing we never do on the air. Because if you do use it just colloquially and with your friends and stuff,
right.
I mean, there's a time and a place for stuff, gang. And I don't want to be that guy standing in McDonald's. I find myself, dropping some profanity.
Oh,
and
dear.
Here's little Jimmy just waiting on his Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Jimmy just wants his French fries.
Oh, I stole him one time. Remember that one? That was a good one.
Jack Caglione had a record for 1 year. It's now gone. Charlie Condon broke it last night. And now he is taking aim on Jack Caglione's 9 straight games with a home run. He's got home runs in 8 straight. He's got 34. Caglione hit 33 last year. Caglione has, I think, 27 or 28 this year. So Charlie Condon is the all-time SEC home run king for a single season, as he has 34 home runs. He hit his 34th last night. Gator baseball has
Jack Caglione is going to have the year he has, and he is not going to be the player of the year in the SEC.
Yeah, I guess.
That's amazing.
I disagree, but I disagree with
I know you I know you think he's better, but
you're probably right.
The other guy may be unanimous.
I don't think it'll be unanimous, but he's going to be, he might win. I think he does win.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But anyway, big weekend series for the Gators against Kentucky.
Has it started yet? Don't think
No.
on Thursday sometimes? No, not always.
Sometimes. The Lady Gator softball teams in the SEC tournament, they play Georgia this morning after the completion of, they've had some weather issues, so they'll be playing that one. But, yeah, this is, they say 14 is a slam dunk in the SEC, 14 conference wins. Florida only has 10, and they got 6 games left against Kentucky and Georgia. I don't know if they're going to make it. I'll be honest with you. Kentucky's really good. They've, kind of led it the whole year. And this is, by the way, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, it's your last chance. If you haven't seen Jack Caglione play, and you want to, this is it. And they go today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And it looks like they're all early games, including today. It's like they got a 1:00-er today over there in Gainesville. So
Well, that's odd.
And then they go Thursday, Friday, Saturday against Georgia, and then the SEC baseball tournament. They have 6 regular season games left.
You're telling me they have to go 4-2. Is that to get to 500?
No, they're 25-23. So
What about their SEC record? That won't matter.
14, it does matter. They need to. They say 14 is a slam dunk that gets you in.
14-16, then that would be.
They would have to be 14-16, which would be not great, but they're gonna have their work cut out for them though to get there because, like I said, they're right now as it stands, Kentucky is 18-6 in conference play.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, Georgia is 14-11 in conference play. So, they'll have their hands full.
Before, but they're. I mean, how many teams are in the SEC? 14 still, right? The other guys
They're
aren't
not
in
in.
yet. All right. So there's 14 teams. Are literally like 10 going to the tournament?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that could be not including Florida. LSU's worked their way back in. Is that correct?
Not necessarily.
They were when you get the last 4 in, first 4 out, you're parsing pretty thin here.
Yeah.
What is LSU's record?
9-15.
So they're worse than Florida.
Yeah, in the conference. Kentucky's
Did Florida win 2 out of 3 against LSU this year?
Yes. Kentucky's in, Tennessee's in, Georgia's in. South Carolina looks like they're in. Vandy's 11-13, so they're all these are kind of, there's some iffies. Arkansas's in, Texas A&M's in, Mississippi State's in. Alabama's 10-14, LSU 9-15, Ole Miss 9-15.
What's amazing is that Ole Miss won it all just 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
LSU won it all last year and beat Florida in the final.
Year to year, bro. Baseball, man. Crazy sport.
When was Florida's championship? How long ago now?
17.
Yeah, been a while.
17. What are you doing? Are we calling for Kevin O's head?
Oh, gosh, no. No. I was just thinking about the SEC teams that have won. And
I was talking on social media yesterday and just –
I don't call for college baseball coaches' heads.
Nobody. I was reading up on this kid that I've talked about, this Aiden King kid. It's interesting, the kid from Bishop Snyder who's pitched so well. He had a 20 strikeout game 2 nights ago, but I don't know where – and I have not heard yet where he is in the draft world. And, you know, the Gator fan in me wants him to go to Florida, you know, but obviously you want what's best for the young man. If he wants to go pro, let him go pro. But like I just looked at a MLB draft, mock draft.
He wasn't in there?
No, because I go through like
you're looking for a local.
Like
guys.
Hunter Carnes was like 120th, and I don't know where they're going to get drafted. In baseball, you basically get an agent beforehand, and you throw the money number out, and if it matches up with where you fit, then you usually get drafted. If you're asking for too much money, then they usually don't draft. You know, it's a money thing because they have X amount of dollars to give out, and so it works a little bit differently than the other drafts. But money is a factor. Sometimes if you ask for too much money, you don't get drafted. And so, but the only kid I saw locally is Hunter Carnes, and I still see Jack Caggs. I think I saw Jack Caggs was third, but I have to double check. The Condon kid is up there as well.
Do you remember who you were looking at?
I think it was ESPN.
Kylie McDaniels.
Yeah, is that it? Are you looking at it?
I'm gonna look at. If you looked at that one and didn't see him, I'm gonna look at.
Where do they have
MLB.com.
Caggs and Condon though? Tell me where they have him.
I remember Condon. I saw because when he hit
you
one
don't
of
have
the
it in front of you.
I don't. I remember they had him 6th though.
It's that they said, but the interesting thing about Jack Caggs is they said he'll probably be a hitter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know why these guys can do both. Why don't make them hitters and just let them like pitch an inning of relief 3 times a week? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, let's just go old school. Bring the dude in from right field. Let him pitch the 9th.
It's very odd that they don't do that, but
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, especially you save rosters. I mean, there's a lot of advantages, and it's not really hurting either one.
Yeah.
You can go stand around in right field the whole day and then pitch an inning and be like, feel pretty good about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's there's a kid at Oregon State that they really, I guess everybody really likes, Bazana.
What's his name? Mazzana?
Travis Bazana.
Bazana. All I want to do in the middle of the draft is see your name.
I was thinking more like
Bazana.
Bazana.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, and this guy, I don't know which one you're referring to.
Bazana.
I guess Kylie McDaniel is Bazana, top choice, then Condon going number 2 to the Reds. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm looking at my computer's super slow today. It's disappointing. It's frustrating. Yet I won't cuss. It's starting. It's on.
We got it though.
I got a whole community-wide accountability. If you are on the the 7th tee and you hear me from the 6th green utter a profanity, you come over and demand your $1. It'll go into the bucket. We'll see, Mrs. P. I mean, I'll in the honor system. If I stub my toe and unleash one for my lips to God's ears and no one in between, I shall put the $1 in the jar.
Mm.
I also reserve the right to quit this silliness at any point. Feel me?
I feel you,
yeah.
Tom.
All right, that's $38. Send it to the J Fund. I'm done. I'm out.
All right, so anyway, we'll see how that goes. That draft is coming up here.
It's soon, right? June, isn't it?
They usually do it now, All-Star Weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's right.
They moved it. So, Brandon Sproat, who pitched for the Gators, you'll get to see former Gator Christian Scott this weekend. He'll pitch for the Mets against the Braves on Saturday, I think.
I do not remember. I saw that. I do not remember him with Florida at all. When was he there?
Not too long ago.
What was he, a starting pitcher for Florida?
He wasn't as much of a starter, I don't remember. But Brandon Sproat is pitching for
him.
Brooklyn, and he's doing real well.
Well, I remember him.
And then the Mets also have Blake Tidwell, who's I think the Tennessee kid. And he's doing well. So anyway, but Christian Scott gave up 1 run in 6 innings against Tampa last Saturday in his MLB debut. So, anyway, they're excited about him, and we'll see how it turns out. As the Mets and Braves begin a 3-game set
there's
tonight.
no vibe at all. There's no like.
No, I'm told you I'm in hockey.
There's
NBA
just
world
no
right
vibe.
now.
I'm a little disappointed. I mean, we got Mets, Braves kicking it off tonight, and the two of us are in Gator garb today. I don't know what the hell's happened to us. That count?
Oh yeah. All right. So 64110.
I think it does, doesn't it?
What?
You guys didn't even notice.
Oh, you swore?
Well, I did HE double hockey sticks. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
that?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, it depends on how
100%.
you use it. On how you use it, then yeah.
It is, right?
Yeah. 100%.
I don't know.
That's
It's
a
a real thing, though.
That's like Baselli used to telling us.
Yeah, ASS wasn't a cuss word.
Yeah.
You use that one all the time.
Oh yeah. I'm not putting a dollar in the jar.
You've literally named a CBS Sports columnist with said name.
I did.
Yeah. And you also go up a
And
creek
by the way-
that I was never comfortable saying.
And by the way,
yeah,
in the last 2 weeks,
yeah,
you were reading a column from said man, and you referred to him the same way when I was not here.
I did.
You sure did.
I think what I do actually is I ask E what he goes by, and then E throws it in there.
No,
95% of the time.
Definitely you on this.
Well,
one.
I may have just referenced it one time that way. I'm not going to argue with you.
All right. So you're $2 down. 64110.
$1 down.
Well, you just spelled out a curse word.
No, that doesn't.
that
count.
don't count.
Yeah, that doesn't
Come
count. You
on,
stop.
bro.
Yeah. I'm $1. I'll keep hold of my budget. Don't you worry. $1, but market E. That's $1.
Bet.
Jeff's in for $1. You see why this was necessary? It's been 5 minutes and I'm already down $1.
I don't like the whole quote market E.
Well, I don't care.
I want you putting it into a jar.
Well,
somewhere
again, I'm not
where-
going to walk around with dollar bills in my pocket.
Well, then
so
put whatever
don't
you
say.
have in and go get yourself ahead. Put in a 20, and then you got 19 to play with.
You're so power hungry. This has everything to do with you. I will do this exactly as I set it up for my betterment. I
First
don't
off,
need you like
you
great
announced
Santini.
it on our show.
Well, that's fine.
Mr. Hand, if it's your time and my time, isn't it our time?
Listen. Go gaslight somebody that can be gaslit.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for your nonsense. Let's go to break. Jack. Thank goodness there's Jack's Concrete Coatings. I can go home and sleep on the garage if things go bad. I can always go out there and sleep. It's just a terrific product. They do a great job with the customer service. Job done in a day. It's spectacular. It's Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Hey, 6411010. Tell them what they're going to win.
Oh, they're going to get a gift card or for a floral arrangement to Kuhn Flowers, because remember, Mother's Day is this weekend, so make sure you hit me up for that gift card. But also, the winner will be entered for a chance to win a gift basket that's valued at $700. All that's from Beach Dermatology. Holla at your boy.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Eli Manning.
The Giants have won the Super Bowl.
Your MVP, ladies and gentlemen, Eli Manning. On 1010 XL Jacksonville Sports Radio.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. The Jags are on the field today, kind of, sort of. It's a rookie minicamp. It's not real football season. But I love even a semblance of football season. What will I watch? Well, I'm going to watch Brian Thomas Jr. I know that's the chalk, but I want to see how big, how agile, how twitchy the new rookie receiver is. I'm going to watch the new kicker. I'm going to watch the new big guys on the defensive front. There's not a lot you can tell, but I love even a semblance of football, and that's what you get at minicamp. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealerships. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Frank Frangie here. They're committed to providing the best selection of Buicks and GMCs for you to choose from with a best price guarantee. Nimnik has been in business for over 81 years because they've been doing business the right way. Stop by Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway, just south of I-295, or shop online at nimnikbuickgmc.com. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, we're certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, I found the experts to do my investing because I don't know what a 401k or a SEP IRA or this stock or that stock. I don't know. But I do know as I move closer to retirement, my money grows, and it grows because of Reed Wingate. It grows because of Chris Bryan, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Dan Abel. Those are the ITP partners, and it wasn't just me. 3 generations of Hicken. Family, friends, invest with ITP partners. It ain't cookie-cutter stuff. They listen and give us each individualized strategies. Our goals are their priority. Get in the game, guys. ITP Partners is always there to help. You need info, Chris at ITPpartners.com.
Chris at itbpartners.com or call 312-9751. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Break free from the old school hassle at All Pro Roofing. They've revolutionized the game. And guess what? No more pressure, hassle, or time meeting with someone face to face for a roof quote. Unlock the power of an instant roof quote right from the comfort of your home. Get the information you need when you need it. Explore your roofing options today. Head over to allproroofingllc.com. Hit that instant roof quote tab for a free instant roof quote. allproroofingllc.com.
License number CCC 1327056.
CDC 060138.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
You can't go inside your home team's locker room, so Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline goes there for you.
Work on three, 1, 2, 3, Hayes Carline here. Find my blog at 1010xl.com.
Brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsiers experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
And we're back! We're hurtling towards the 8 o'clock hour. E, I'm a little disappointed in you this morning. I got to be honest.
Man, what I do?
I love you to death. And by the way, I've heard, I got this from Brooksy.
Yeah.
He told me that the golf tournament is sold out. Is that correct?
Oh, golf tournament
Congratulations.
sold out, man.
The E to the T golf tournament at the end of May that we'll be at.
E to the T time, sold out.
Yeah.
Now,
So congrats on that.
We got a couple of slots if somebody want to sponsor as far as the foursomes. Man, we booked up. We got over 100 golfers.
That's awesome.
Shout out to everybody who signed up. It's going to be a good time.
So with that, because I wanted to offset, I wanted to give some goodness before I give criticism. But here we are. I mean, I got my – now, again, it doesn't matter to you, but my New York Rangers won a thrilling game in overtime last night in Carolina. Okay. I just need to hear the play call, man. I need to hear a bump back in with – the Rangers win. That's all I wanted.
Dang, my bad.
I mean, wouldn't you think that would be something we would want to have in the program at some point?
Man, I'm slipping on my pimping.
I mean, I'm just saying, no, there's nobody better, but gee whiz, man. I mean, if, Marcell Ozuna, what do you call him? What do you call your guy?
I'm Ozuna from the Braves. It's there. You can search it. It's there.
I know. I've seen it. If you hit a walk-off, I mean, we'd be having that one. It's a little Ranger. I don't know.
I'm Ozuna from the Braves.
12 times this year he said that.
Ozuna from the Braves is carrying the Braves. So I'm hoping that like Acuna will go up there to Citi Field to the, into the visitors clubhouse and do some ceremony like, Pedro Serrano. Get that bat heated up, man. My power guys aren't flexing their muscles at all. We'll see. I need a get well series, friend. Who are you pitching against this? Who do I got? I got some Gator, short in the tooth dude. He's got his baby teeth. Who's that? And then who's tonight?
He goes.
I don't even know who we don't pitch anyone anymore.
You don't?
No. We'll just who knows? I don't think we're trying.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What you really do, you can just.
Ball out for the air, moves it right back down. Off the stick of Orlov, puck comes in front. Score! The Rangers take a 3-game to none lead. A minute 43 seconds into overtime. Kochetkov is stunned.
You could really, take yourself up one more and get the Rangers fight songy. I mean, just put it on the board. You're going to need it for the next 3 weeks. Listen, we'll have a week away from his maniacal hockey insanity.
We got that dastardly
vacation. Is this the baseball trip or no? Something else?
No. No. We got that dastardly Chuck Morton throwing tonight.
Okay.
Against Jose Q, who 2 games ago threw a gem. Last game out, gave up 8 in 2 innings.
And Jose of the Mets.
Yeah, that was not
Quintana.
good.
Quintana gets Morton tonight, so combined age there about 70.
Then we got Freed, against Christian Scott.
All right, so I get Freed going. So far, I got 2 guys that can actually pitch. Well, you won't get Sale. I guess then you get like the Elder or whoever the Dumbo is. Although we could come back if we want it with Lopez.
Then we get Bryce Elder against Luis Severino.
Elder stinks. No longer using the word.
That's a Sunday nighter. Or a Sunday nighter.
Yeah, I always thought just push those middle pitchers back. Give us somebody who's
we got Sunday nighter.
I think Elder, no bueno.
Then Philly comes to town. So we got 7 against 3
well,
against
we'll find out then. This is an important stretch for you in the rest of the summer, although you don't care anymore.
I don't care. As long as the Rangers win the cup.
I hear you. By the way,
again, just for the record, Sports God's Little G, I've made it clear. It is a cup. It's not the finals. It's winning the cup.
But you Yeah. You sacrifice it. You don't get the guarantee of the victory. There's no sacrifice there.
You don't make the rules on me.
Yes, I do.
No,
Yeah,
Mr. Swear
this goes
guy.
beyond you.
Oh, no.
This goes beyond you.
No, Mr. No, I'll just put down $1.
Yeah. You don't get to do that.
I said it.
No.
Yes.
No, you sacrifice it to get the outcome. You don't get to guarantee
I'll tell you
it.
exactly
I
what
know
I
what
said.
you said.
No, you don't.
I
said
too.
the Mets could win
I know what you
60
said.
if the Rangers win the cup.
Yeah.
And I
you
stand
said a lot
by
more
that.
than that. You said you trade both seasons for a Rangers title. That's what you said.
No, I didn't.
Well, I mean,
correct.
I don't know how you come up with that.
It's what we like to call in the industry a lie.
Well,
frankly, it's just a lie.
I think it says a lot that you took Shoffley. That's all I'm saying.
I love Shoffley. I think it says a lot that you went for broke and you're dead.
That little
DAL.
Shats. That's early, friend. Be careful. Don't get too cocky there. I'm the only one that has Thomas and Day. So if I can get them hot, you never know.
All right.
But I'm way behind. You're right. But I did do that. I did. I told you I was doing it. That's fine. I don't care if I get $0. If I don't cash, I don't care.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to go in, check it out, and root for whoever's around you. So congratulations. You did that, young man. I also have a new go-to non-curse word. Aaron Schatz. This is the guy's last name and just, oh, Shats, what have I done? Perfect.
The innuendo there is...
There's no innuendo there. The guy's name is Aaron Schatz. It's not near the innuendo that you were throwing toward Little Ears yesterday.
What are you talking about? We got the 8 o'clock hour.
Do we?
Just around the corner.
Well, will you at least in some, like...
Quarterback whisperer just walked by.
So I lost my hat that looks like that, but I'm gonna resist the urge to accuse the whisperer of taking mine.
Somebody asked me a question about the quarterback whisperer that I'm going to ask him on the air. I always like to do this. It's sometimes I ask him uncomfortable things, and he'll tell me later, "Oh man, that was a tough one," or "Why'd you ask me that question?"
Now, listen,
yes,
last break, in fairness and total disclosure, you told the whole audience that in between segments, y'all were going to make, quote, $28. So I want the record to show the first break since the dollar
I didn't say
swear
we were going to do
pledge.
it there. I said there'll be a
Okay, well, so far I'm in for zero. I want you are going to recognize when we come back from this break and I'm still sitting at bleeping zero, you're going to recognize that too.
The innuendos should be 50 cents each, and that would be about 3 of those.
I will get
far.
off the innuendo if you want to, but no, you don't get to make up my rules for my betterment. If I counted on you for my betterment, I would be in a ditch, sir.
Don't worry, Jacksonville. I know how to poke the bear.
Great.
Winners.
Thanks for taking what's meant to be a nice thing and trying to ruin it.
You son
I hope
of
you're
a...
happy.
8 o'clock hour. Denny Thompson next on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What's the deal with the show?
Around town, around the world. Take 1010XL with you wherever you go.
Everyone can hear.
Download our free app for Apple and Android devices. Search 1010XL where you get your apps. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety. There is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
An ACL tear can be a devastating injury with prolonged pain and rehabilitation. Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari. I'm a sports medicine orthopedic surgeon who grew up right here in Jacksonville and then went on to train with the world-renowned Dr. James Andrews. At Bari Orthopedics, we use the most current techniques to get you back in the field with less pain and quicker rehabilitation. We treat all types of sports injuries with the newest techniques available. Please call us for consultation or visit BariOrthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
When it comes to insurance, we like to think the same way, I think. We pay lots of money monthly. That's what we do, right? So if something happens, man, and we need you need to be there. And that's what Greg and Chris Kaprosky do. This husband and wife team have teamed up to take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care, I mean it. Man, something happens, you call the Kaproskys, they answer. They get on it right away. If they don't answer, though, they'll call you right back. I mean, it's called customer service. And in this day and age, something the Kaproskys don't take lightly. And I speak from experience on this, man. They've helped me. They've helped my daughter. They've helped my son. They are terrific. And if you need homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, Kaprosky's will be there for you. Get an insurance checkup today. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com. Or call 478-8422. That's 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaprosky are part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T. And the NBA playoffs are here, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot of making that straight cash, homie. You can even live stream and bet on the game right from the sportsbook, giving you everything you'll need to decide. Cash out or let it ride. MyBookie really makes it easy to get paid with tons of boosted props and slam dunk parlays. And new boosts are now posted on the daily. It's more than just a sports book. Buzzer beaters, underdog upsets, and a community to share in all of the sweats. Give yourself a head start today by using promo code 1010XL when you make your first deposit. That's 1010XL to claim a limited time bonus when you sign up and make your first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Jaguars' newly acquired defensive end Eric Armstead on the Third and Long podcast shared his enthusiasm about joining the team.
And that's what I'm really excited about, looking at all the guys that we have on our team before I got here and now having a chance to meet you guys, man. We definitely got something special.
Florida State wide receiver Destin Hill will miss the 2024 season due to injury, according to a report from Knowles 24/7. Hill was unavailable for the bulk of Florida State's spring camp session, having been ruled out in early April. NASCAR Cup Series race continues this weekend with the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway in Darlington. Hendricks Motorsports driver William Byron won last year's Goodyear 400. Kyle Larson is the odds-on favorite for this year's race. You can hear it live Sunday afternoon starting at 2 on 1010XL. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:04, it's 76 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson.
Okay, bring it in.
Brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security, security and automation experts, and George Moore Chevrolet.
1, 2, 3.
You know him, you love him. He's a quarterback whisperer. He's Denny Thompson. We talk ball with him, and we enjoy it so.
I enjoyed y'all's argument yesterday.
Oh, about Trev?
Yeah.
The only problem with that, what annoys me about that, is we really agree.
Right.
We just don't, and people get so big. Jeff's right. Dan's right. Dan never said Trevor is trash.
Nope.
Dan never said get rid of Trevor.
Nope.
Dan simply said,
I just said I enjoyed
Trevor
it.
needs.
I can't do this again.
We're not going to do it.
I didn't.
We're not going to
leave
do it.
it.
It's
Why?
just because I see responses and people don't. They hear what they
Welcome
want
to
to
my
hear.
world,
I guess.
buddy.
My
yeah,
bad, Jeff.
I got a penthouse
My bad,
there.
man.
Yeah,
I was just saying I enjoyed y'all's show.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to wind him up.
I have a
again.
question for you.
All right.
Denny Thompson.
Okay.
10 years ago, where were you?
10 years ago.
Yeah. When were you coaching high school?
That was 12 years ago.
When
10
were you?
years ago, I was broke.
Okay.
broke. Probably. What's today?
Today is May the 9th, 10th.
Okay, so I wasn't even close to being able to pay May's rent yet. So
Okay.
I probably already gotten an eviction letter at this point.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so, and when were you coached at Providence, we talked about, right?
Yep.
Were you OC ever at Providence?
Yep, I was OC at Providence.
You're OC at Providence. Then you got your own gig.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I went University Christian.
Yeah.
Mandarin High School.
Yeah.
Then I got the head coaching job at Mandarin Christian. That
Mm-hmm.
went epically wrong.
Yeah.
And then from there, I went to Bartram Trail.
Okay.
And then to Providence, and then to Sandalwood.
Okay. So, and we've talked about this, and you trained high school kids, but you have really made an imprint in the industry that you're in. I mean, hats off to you.
Oh, thank you.
And so one of my friends asked me,
"Do you have any extra money?" No, I'm kidding.
Hey, well, no, he said, "Well, which quarterback that Denny had, quote, put him on the map?" And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I know he's worked with, top draft picks, NFL guys, because he was like, well, is it Minshew? Well, I said, well, that might have helped into the NFL world where coaches started dialogue with them. But I'm just curious.
That's actually a really good question.
Yeah, I don't know the answer, and I know you pretty well, but
I think what it is
I know who you're close to. I know who you've worked with for years and years, but I'm just wondering, like, was there one that all of a sudden now
and maybe it's a member of your staff,
Yeah, well, I think it's both. So I think there was 2 turning points.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough, I don't think Gardner was one of them.
Okay.
I think it was we had this run where we had Anthony, or I had Anthony, Jeff, and Carson at the same time.
Yes.
Thank God. I'm not sure I did anything for those guys.
Yeah.
But
and you were talking about working with these guys now. People think of them now. Well, those guys are in the NFL. They're seniors in college. But you start.
This
when
was
they're,
9th grade.
Yeah.
No, I saw. He used to do groups at University Christian.
Yeah.
And Jeff Sims would be out there.
Yeah.
Throwing with all these young kids who were, So yeah.
So I think that come up with them.
That trio.
Yeah, that trio, and then just kind of going through that high school.
And how did
thing
you
with
come
them.
about with Anthony? Because he's in Gainesville.
Yeah, his James Coleman knew his high school coach, and his high school coach kept calling me.
Okay.
And one day I was just going to USF, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run through Gainesville.
Okay, go see
and we'll
him.
throw.
Yeah.
And 3 throws in, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah,
I'm all in.
Yeah.
So I think that was it. And then more recently, I think it was tying it all together with Tom and Will.
Right.
In the
Tom Gormley and Will Hewitt.
Right. In the last 4 years, it kind of just brought us all.
Well, now you're getting
together.
number 1 picks in the draft. I mean, it's
we don't really this is gonna sound bad, but we don't really have to go out and get quarterbacks anymore.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
If you're coming up and you've by now Caleb Williams.
But I ask myself that same question.
Yeah.
I've kind of quit now at this point, but I all the time I used to be like, well, how am I here? Because I was an average quarterback. I didn't play in college. I didn't play in the NFL.
No, but I will say this, and I mean this honestly. And Denny worked with my son, and I would listen. He knows what he's talking about. He makes kids better if they listen and they implement the things that him and now Tom and all these and Will teach and his other guys. They you get better, and so it was a very positive experience.
Here's the simple answer that nobody really wants to hear, but it's true, is I finally just found my calling and stopped being stubborn and just kind of listen to where God wanted me to go.
Yeah.
And in order to get here, we were –
rather than say coaching or –
Right. Or just being stubborn and trying to make money here or there.
Right.
To get here, we had to go through, sleeping on relatives' couches for 2 years.
Sure.
And having cars repossessed. But here we are. And it's just, that's the real answer is it just kind of opened up and I was
just curious. I was thinking about it, and I didn't know the answer. I know you've worked with a lot of guys, and I don't want to like Caleb Williams came through here.
Right.
Caleb Williams, people remember walking around this summer or this spring, and people are like, I saw Caleb Williams out there, and I go, oh yeah, because and Denny would tell us, but it eventually comes out.
Yeah.
But
because he went to TPC.
Yeah.
If he would have gone to TPC,
that's his choice. Or Herb Street's kid works with you at times.
Yep.
So there's different guys, and Herb Street will talk about you on national shows. So it's been interesting and fascinating how we on the sidelines have watched this thing kind of take off and grow. And the odd thing is for you, because of the way college football has changed, so too has your industry, your business. It changes month to month, man. All of a sudden, well, this guy can do this, but no, this guy can't do this. Or you've gone through all types of recruiting weirdness.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. I was just telling you guys, a couple years ago, the whole month of May was just a massive loss for me.
Yeah.
Because it was all these college kids can't afford anything, so they're coming in. Now, man, kids coming in, staying at houses on the ocean, playing golf. It's
pulling up in
fantastic.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you're all for that. I'm not sure that's the best answer, but hopefully at some point, someone will step in and figure out a way to at least get a handle on this.
I don't really
craziness.
care what the real answer is. it's right now. It's where we're at, and so we're trying to take advantage of it.
What do you guys think the lowest ticket price for the Florida State game is right now? If you went on StubHub,
wow,
Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State football. Yeah, what's
in
the
Tallahassee?
Yeah, what's the lowest price you can get?
Well, I'm gonna guess it's pretty high.
Like sometimes we see these NFL games you get in for $1.
Yeah.
What's the lowest price you can get into Florida State?
I'm gonna go $150 because you got to remember half their stadium shut down.
Okay.
I'm going to go,
Okay.
is it staying shut down during the season?
Well, there's one whole side that's missing, right?
I don't know.
I know they're
I'm not aware
That's
of
a
any
good
of
point.
that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So I don't know if they're at minimum.
Because I was going to go
capacity.
$20.
$20.
But I think he's right now because I do think Doak is going to be.
You're going to go from 20 to 150.
I'll agree with. I think Denny's more right.
Okay, $262.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because there's demand.
Well, here's my question: If is DJ Uiagalelei, will he hold that $262 value from week 1 to week 12? FSU fan are buying these tickets because FSU fan looks at their schedule, they look at what they were, they look at the confidence in their coach, they think they're a playoff team.
The entire West Side will be under construction during the 2024 season, and all season tickets will be impacted. West Sideline bleachers will be removed, and a limited number of temporary chairback seats will be set up for the entire season.
Well, that's bad on a year. That's bad for your home field advantage.
Well,
no
they
doubt.
got Clemson and FSU at home, and Florida rather at home this year.
Does it say what capacity will be?
I'm trying to see.
Well,
But that's a great question. I don't.
But
think
it takes away from the impact. I didn't realize that they're missing half their
That's
seats.
why.
That makes more sense at 262. But anyway, look, here's the schedule. All right, tell me where DJ Uiagalelei is going to lose.
Okay.
Total capacity during 2024, 50,000.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, what we're facing here for one whole season.
Well, it's also your typical ACC venue. All right, here we go.
That's a little high. But.
All right, Georgia Tech in Ireland.
That's a win.
Okay, Boston College at home.
Win.
Memphis at home.
Win.
Is it?
Win.
Okay, but Memphis ain't bad. They got a quarterback, the only quarterback in the country who's like in his 8th year, who's played all 7 years at one school. Do you know that kid?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't. But I know it. I know it.
They have a 7th-year quarterback.
No, but he's been there for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
he's a good quarterback.
I think
Memphis is a good team. I'm just telling you, Memphis.
they are. But I think FSU,
upset alert, baby.
I think FSU is a legitimate top 10.
Maybe
It's not. I just say it's not a walkover.
Maybe that's where if DJ Uiagalelei, DJ throw it away. Maybe if this is where he's not the guy, that's where it shows up.
Right. Correct.
I'm just saying that's.
Could he be is it possible that FSU loses to Clemson and he's no longer the quarterback, or is he better than that?
Oh, I think it's possible. I think
because we go Georgia Tech at Ireland, we got Boston College, Memphis, and then Cal at home.
Yeah, those are easy games.
They're at SMU.
Yeah, easy.
And then Clemson at home. It's like their first real test of where they're at. And by the way, then they're at Duke, at Miami, North Carolina at home, and at Notre Dame. I have my doubts.
That's a great start for him.
I don't trust dudes that bounce to 3 schools, man. Tell me who works.
But to
tell me the
point,
third school quarterback who worked. Once you get down that JT Daniels,
there will be one this
Slotus, you got that. Who? Gabriel?
Yeah.
Well, he ain't the quarterback of the Knowles.
Right. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. But I do think this new playoff system.
You have Gabriel too, don't you?
No.
You don't.
No. This new playoff system, I think you're right, because if you lose a game, like, you're still in it.
Yeah,
you
for
can't lose another one. So if you feel like you're not playing the way you are, I could see something happening because there's a lot of talent behind him.
I saw your boy way too early
mock draft
2025 or 26. Anyway, it's Lagway went 10th and Croman Hoke went like 15th in the first round.
Jeez.
Yeah.
These
I
guys
saw one
hadn't
of those.
even stepped on the field yet.
They haven't even made a pass in college, but they're already first-round picks. Only one way to go there, though, buddy. That's tough.
Yeah.
A little unfair, but it's interesting. But that would allow you to think, hey, we got a good one here. And I know you think highly of the young man who.
I think Luke's incredible.
Yeah.
And I think the Brock kid that played last year for them kind of got a raw deal at the end.
Yeah.
But I think he's really good too. I really like what Florida State does offensively. I like the way they teach their offense. I like their offense. They do a good job with the quarterback.
Going to count on some transfers again. I mean, they lost the whole stable on offense.
Yeah.
By the way,
from Jakeem Bell to
why were
both
we not made
receivers
aware?
to Trey Benson to Jordan Travis. I mean, they got.
Yeah. Why were we not made aware of how great Keon Coleman is as an entertainment value.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I know, never knew.
Never,
Right.
like,
I think he's seen. I mean, I don't know how to. Yeah,
they should have put him out front.
He's a funny dude.
He's hysterical.
Yeah.
is he all there-y? I'm trying not to be mean. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying without me asking it?
I understand what you say.
Am I way off base? I've not seen enough. I'm just pulling one little clip, or is that a valid question?
I'm going to say that's
He's
invalid.
funny.
Invalid.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Invalid. So he definitely passed all his classes and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Well, as far as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I guess it's childlike is what I would say.
Childlike is better.
Yeah, it's like a 6-year-old.
I'll go. I want to say you said.
I didn't mean that mean at all. There was certainly no
I know.
curse word attached.
We're not going to fine you for meanness.
Oh boy, then I'd be dead.
Oh wait, it's a fine. That's what we call it.
Well, whatever, the dollar in the jar. You said don't lose a second game or whatever. Actually, you can lose a second game. Yeah, 10-2 is now. Don't go 9-3, but although Florida probably could go 9-3, they might be 12.
Who's better, Mertz or DJ?
Mertz. Yeah. If you're, who do you take?
Yeah.
I take Mertz.
Yeah.
Man, Mertz is heating up. In
I guess
NFL
okay. Then
circles,
I
too.
would say this. And I mean, is FSU going to get through that schedule? Clemson at home, Notre Dame, Miami on the road. Are they going to be a playoff team? I mean, you can't lose
I think
two.
so.
I don't think they can lose two, Dan.
I do because they'll start up high.
But if it depends on who the two they lose to,
Well, that's
you know what
fair.
I mean?
Yeah.
If Clemson beat them, they're going to take Clemson and FSU at FSU has two.
That's the interesting thing about this.
Let
It's like
FSU get screwed next year. Oh my God, the fans may march.
Well, and in addition to that, like Clemson, Georgia is the first game. So is that game close, or does Georgia blow
Find out
them
what
out
Clemson's
the
all
water?
about, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, if they get blown out and Clemson beats FSU,
I think FSU, by the way, beats Clemson at home. I'm not.
I do
you know,
too.
But I think at Notre Dame,
And
at
I think
Miami,
Georgia does blow out Clemson.
and I think, I do think at Miami, at Notre Dame, or can get you games.
If I'm a Florida State fan and I look at everybody else's schedule, man, I'm a little disappointed in my schedule because it's going to be. I know it's tough. But
Although
it's
if there
gonna
was
be
ever
so
a year
much
just
fun.
to open it, just give me a path to the playoff after last year.
Yeah, that's true.
I would
No, that's
sacrifice
true, too.
having good dramatic games. Just get me there. And by the way, the new ACC stinks. They added a bunch of football dogs. It's never going to be any better. ACC football has gotten worse.
We have a
It's
quarterback.
going to be pillaged.
It's terrible.
We have a quarterback,
and
at
they need to
SMU,
leave.
And he brought up last time he was down. He's like, "Yeah, we play FSU at home in a conference game." I'm like, "No, you don't."
Yeah.
That's so weird to me.
Is SMU Lashley? Is he the head coach over there? Isn't it Rhett Lashley?
think
Is that the
so,
guy?
yeah.
Hey, it's interesting. I was listening to college football talk about Ole Miss. Tell me about Lane Kiffin turned 49 years old yesterday, and the Ole Miss reporter was saying expectations are as high as they've ever been at Ole Miss. Ole Miss has never been to the SEC championship game. They don't deal with the West this year. They just got to finish in the top two. They have a returning quarterback. They got a lot in the portal. Like, how do they get a lot in the portal? Who's there? Do they obviously have a money man?
Yeah, I mean they got money man. I think they've had success.
It ain't the
fun
success.
team.
It ain't the success.
Well, I think though it's the type of success that they've had. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's when you talk to people who play at Ole Miss, they enjoy playing at Ole Miss. They like playing for Kiffin. I mean, they had 3 quarterbacks transfer in that were all, productive guys. So obviously they've got something going on there beyond money. Everybody's got money.
Here's kind of like remember Spurrier used to get guys that
Yeah.
could be playing somewhere else, but either they wanted to coach or thought they could get more
Shoddy.
NFL ready.
They got shoddy.
That's actually a great comparison.
But
right
at the
there.
same time, they had guys. I mean, that quarterback
Spurrier
room
like.
had guys that could be starting other places.
So here's Ole Miss has an FSU-like schedule too. I think
they do.
I think Ole Miss and
Yeah.
Missouri are the two dark
Who can you
horses.
count on? Is keeps telling me this every time I see
Does
him.
he?
The schedule's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, he should be
manageable. They
very.
got no Alabama.
And I think that's why they're sky high because they go Furman, Middle Tennessee. They're tough as out of conference. Wake Forest.
Really?
Yeah, and then they play Georgia Southern. Be careful. But that's your first 4, right?
And they don't play Alabama. They play Georgia.
Okay, so then they go Kentucky at home, South Carolina there, LSU and Baton Rouge could be tough, Oklahoma at home, Arkansas at home, Georgia at home, Florida and Gainesville, Mississippi State.
Yeah.
That is a very
Yeah,
that's 10.
Get there with,
That's 10-2 easy.
Yeah, 10-2.
That's wild.
And again, we'll see if it's enough.
And the guy was saying, and this
And
is,
by the way,
he goes,
Oklahoma is not. This isn't Bob Stoops and Lincoln Riley's Oklahoma. This guy Brent Venable.
Right.
But at the worst, you should make the SEC championship of that, right? Like
Close.
I mean, you should get
Close.
Top 2.
Depends on what the other schedules look like.
It depends.
What do the other schedules look like?
Well,
and we don't have time to go through all the contender schedules, but
that's why I talk about Ole Miss and Missouri. Because I think Missouri has a very manageable, easy schedule, too.
And their quarterback's back for his 10th year.
Well, when you talk to these quarterbacks in the SEC about the team they hate to play against, it's Missouri.
Yeah.
Every one of them is Missouri. Very well coached. They know what they're doing. They're in the right spots. They're aggressive. They're physical. He's doing a good job, man.
Missouri should be Murray State, Buffalo, Boston College, Vandy, Texas A&M there. It could be tough. At UMass, October 12th. What in the heck are you going to UMass for? Auburn at home. Then you go Alabama, Oklahoma back-to-back. But then you go South Carolina, Mississippi State, Arkansas. Another 10-2. It could be Missouri and Ole Miss. Like, the great thing about Ole Miss is that if you talk to Ole Miss football fan, like you can talk to the Who Can You Count Ons, 9-3 is unacceptable. Think about that statement. Ole Miss 9-3 is not acceptable.
But it should be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, with what they're paying Lane, with what they're spending in Portal, I mean, it should be that way, I think, at this point. And with that schedule, I mean, I don't see.
And
why
that's
they wouldn't
where
be. There are teams though that, like Arkansas, for example, Texas A&M's another one. Texas A&M's got a kid that if he gets going, Connor Weigman.
Yeah, he's good.
He's going to be
He's
a
got
Heisman
NFL.
finalist.
He's got NFL.
No question.
Written on him too.
Arkansas's got a kid that just transferred in from Boise who is a game changer too. So that's why I'm excited about this year. Is there's a lot of these teams that's got guys that a lot of people haven't heard of that may look up in late December and they may be in play.
Why would the Arkansas quarterback transfer out of Arkansas?
KJ Jefferson?
KJ? Yeah.
Where did he go?
UCF. He's
UCF.
going to beat us twice in a row.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he transferred out. I know the kid that they got, Taylon Green, is his name.
Yeah, Taylon
We
Green.
don't work with Taylor, and I've watched a lot of film. I've got a buddy who works with him. I love the kid. I absolutely love the kid. And Petrino's back.
Petrino says he's already earned the job.
Yeah,
Taylon Green.
he's
the one from
legit.
Boise?
Yeah.
Is he better than KJ Jefferson though? Is that why KJ Jefferson left? Or
I think did
KJ Jefferson leave before Taylon Green came in?
Yeah, KJ left and then Taylon came in.
I don't.
Well, I mean,
It's a
obviously,
Petrino
there's
thing,
something
obviously.
there. Yeah, there's something there that I don't think
KJ
you leave
Jefferson.
Arkansas
They've had
to
a
UCF.
flip of the staff since KJ started there.
Right, correct, yeah. I think KJ
but
was a Browns
Malzahn will make
Okay,
him work.
Next question. Did Taylon Green leave Boise State because that California kid went there?
No, it was
Malachi.
way before.
Okay.
Way before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I can't
Where
keep
do you
track.
fall on Shedeur Sanders? I see a wide range here. I saw one guy that said he would have made him number one in this year's draft. I saw another that had him 29th in next year's mock draft. Where is he falling? You have to be at least aware of the shine on him that comes because of who he is.
Yeah, I mean, number
And
one
who
in
his
this year's
dad
draft, that's insane. That's just somebody
making a
they're just
splash.
trying to make headlines. I think he's a good
Well, it
player.
didn't work because I can't tell you who it was. I just remember
Right,
reading.
exactly. I think he's a good player. I think he's got a potential
What
to
is
be
his
a first-round
strength
guy.
and weakness? And
He knows the game really well.
Yeah.
If you watch him, he throws on time. He plays on time. He's actually he's very disciplined inside the system that they run at Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I don't know his top end. I haven't seen enough of him to know how powerful is he. How powerful is his arm? He's an accurate thrower.
He is a good thrower.
Yeah, he is, and he's willing to stay in that pocket when things get muddy around him.
Yeah.
Which I think you hear Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And you think he's
Athlete.
running around all
He
over the
doesn't
place.
run.
No,
At all.
he's solid feet in the pocket. I think he's a really good player.
In fact, he's more of a thrower than a runner.
Absolutely.
By far.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're looking at guys for next year's draft, I think, he's one of the ones that you look at along with Milroe and back, obviously, Cam Ward, all these guys, and you go, okay, all these guys have a chance to be a top 15 draft pick.
I think one of the most interesting things, and I may be wrong on this, so I'll throw it out there and let you tell me if I'm wrong or not, but the world opened up for quarterbacks when whomever, I don't know who it was, you can tell me, the 6'1", 6'2" guy can now play quarterback. 20 years ago,
And-
6'1", 6'2" wasn't getting.
Well,
you're not going to be a quarterback, son.
I heard a stat the other
I
day.
think I think it's a two-step process, and the 6'1", 6'2" is allowed to play quarterback because they now allow him to use all of his skill set. And
Yes,
running the football is not just accepted,
but
it's encouraged.
But Shedeur Sanders ain't that, and he's going to maybe a first-round pick,
well-
and he's 6'1", 6'2", I think. I don't think he's 6'4", 6'5", big boomer, Dan Marino type guy.
How
What was
many
the stat you heard the
quarterbacks
other day?
over 6'4", 6'5", and over have won a Super Bowl?
What's Mahomes, 6'3", I believe.
Yeah, he's not.
Brady has won a bunch.
I think the answer is one.
Really?
I heard this the other day.
Brady's got to be 6'5", isn't he?
Flacco?
I think that's the one. That's the one that somebody
Brady
said.
over what?
It's got to be 6'5". Can't. I think Brady's 6'4", but I think he might be 6'5".
But I mean, it's to y'all's point. I think that definitely
Well, we've
the
gone
6'1",
from that guy
6'2".
to the and most of the times it's the athletic guy, but it does allow the 6. There's a bunch of quarterbacks right now that aren't, 6'5".
Roethlisberger and the Mannings are listed at 6'5", all Super Bowl
Maybe
winners.
it was,
that
maybe
would
it
be
was
it.
6'6". Yeah,
It's
6'6"
probably
is
under
huge.
6'6",
Yeah,
yeah.
6'6" is huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's. I think to your point though, it's as long as we're not throwing over anybody anymore. I mean, these defensive linemen.
It's just different.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's
Right.
if you're 6'2" or 6'5" and the defensive lineman's running at you with his arms extended, you're not throwing over him. I don't care how tall you are. You're throwing lanes. You're throwing around.
The small in stature guy though is even like Bryce Young.
It's quick.
He's so little, and he'll be an interesting test because
The interesting ones are Bryce Young. They're the ones that don't run. He
but
can't
he's
run.
but he's little.
Like
He's
Kyler's little, but he can run.
But he's also thick.
Yeah, he's 200-pound thick.
But here, okay, I'm going to give you two answers to
go
this.
ahead.
One is if you're under, let's say you're 6'2", 6'3", it's
Right.
very easy to manage your mechanics. Like you're not going to, if your mechanics go wrong, it's an easier fix than if you're 6'6", because you're going to get long and everything else, kind of like a golf swing a little bit. And then the second thing is when we talk about these guys, and I talk about quickness, it's suddenness. It's like when you're that size, you can get from one read to the other a little bit easier than a taller guy, or you can make that sudden movement, which really, when you're throwing a football, is a powerful sudden movement. You can make that a little bit easier. The quarterback position has become much more middle infield than it has pitcher. If you think about baseball, right? Much more smooth, much more controlled, much more arm angles, flatter arm angles. Then back in the old days, we looked at pitchers and we looked at quarterbacks the same as these big over-the-top throwers. That's really where it's at. It's that middle infield ability to just be smooth and get to every throw regardless of where your feet are at, and the smaller guys can do that.
Who paved the way is different. Like Drew Brees, obviously thrower, an anomaly. Okay, I think people would have said, he's once it. But then Russell Wilson came along. He was 5'11".
I think it started way before they even know. I think when you look at guys like, to keep it local, Brunell.
Yeah.
When you look at Brunell, you look at Steve Young.
Yeah.
You look at guys like that, and it's not
Brunell
like
also
Vic.
could run. When you can run, it gives it to me. That puts a little asterisk on it. To Hicken's point, now the fact that you got these 6'1" guys, Baker Mayfield, there's a bunch of them.
Why did I just name all three left-handed quarterbacks?
Very nice.
Yeah. Wow, that's weird. I just realized.
Pennick's not a big runner either, is he?
No.
No, he can, but he's not.
It's kind of like Shedeur. He's kind of like Shedeur. No,
I was
athletically?
blown away when
I'm
I
surprised
saw
Shedeur's not more
Penix
athletic
throw.
considering who his dad is.
I think he is athletic. I just don't think he
just doesn't want to run.
I don't know.
Is he not?
He looks a little slower, doesn't he?
He doesn't. Yeah, he took sacks. He gets caught. I could be wrong. I didn't watch a ton, but I watched a good amount.
You're like everybody else. You watched the first 3 games.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then they started losing.
Yeah.
I'm done with
We were
this.
talking about that year. We had Chubba
Yeah.
Purdy and Jeff Sims in this week, and they were talking about the
Where is
atmosphere.
Chubba?
Nevada. And they were talking about the atmosphere in that game when they played at Colorado. It was 10 a.m., and they said it was insane.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is Chubba the same size as Brock?
About, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does Chubba get an extra look because of his brother?
No.
They don't care about that?
No, not at all.
Can Chubba be his brother?
Yeah, he's much different.
Yeah.
Like Chubba.
I'm going to go ahead and say no on that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, we're talking about a guy who went to the Super Bowl, right? He's a much different player.
I don't remember Brock bouncing around the entire country trying to find a job either.
True, that's fair.
No.
Brock started as a freshman.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
I mean, Chubba's a great athlete, but they're much different throwers.
Okay.
Yeah.
The NFL can only have one Chubba in the league at a time, and unfortunately, you got Chubba Hubbard right now running the ball.
Fair.
So he'll have to wait his turn.
Yeah, Chubba's one of my favorite dudes, though. Awesome guy.
Anything else?
You like them all, Denny.
I do.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
I was just looking at Brock's. Yeah, Brock. And Brock went.
Brock was Heisman.
The only thing is, Brock only threw 19 touchdowns his last year, his senior year.
Yeah, his last year was his worst year.
Okay.
After his sophomore, junior year, he was like preseason Heisman.
His sophomore year was his best year.
Yep.
He threw 27 and 9, almost 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
And they didn't throw it nearly as much the following year, so he only had 19 that year and then 19 the last year. So, but he played all 4 years. Yeah, he has experience.
It worked out for him.
But it's interesting, like, if he hadn't worked out, I would have said, well, he only threw 19 touchdowns for Iowa State. I mean, like, it reminded me a little bit of Blaine Gabbert. Like, why would we draft a guy in that pass-happy conference?
Fit all the,
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying
points.
his stats were like 16 touchdowns his last year at Missouri. I'm like, he's in this pass-happy conference, and these guys are throwing 40 and 50 touchdowns. My guy's got 16, and we're taking
Y'all
him.
remember watching Gabbert in training camp, though, and just how beautiful it was when he
They
threw.
loved him. They loved him.
Him and Nick Foles are the two that I remember going to training camp practice.
Big, tall,
Golly,
tall, strong-arm guys. It's perfect spirals.
I remember.
I would have bet MVP for Foles after training camp.
I know. I will say this too, and we'll wrap up. But I'll never forget Gus Bradley came in, and he wanted to give Gabbert another chance, and I was like, and we're talking, and he's like, but man, have you seen this kid? 6'5". Got a rocket arm, can really throw. I said, well, you'll see. He made a backwards pass, Coach. I don't know what to tell you.
Gus's kid's been in.
He could not handle the calls
Raiders.
of fire.
Raiders. He's with the Raiders right now.
Good for him.
With Minshew.
Good for him.
Isn't that where Gus is, the Raiders?
No, he's in Indy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Carter's a great kid, too.
He's awesome.
And he worked, again, you think about Carter and Carson.
What's little Del Rio doing, I wonder?
He was coaching with Dad in Washington, and I don't know where he
Dad
hooked
is currently unemployed, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, they let him go in Washington. I don't think he's gone anywhere else, but he may have. These dudes,
they stick around.
Yeah. You're going to turn down that $300K. This guy, Jack Del Rio could take a job on any staff and make minimum close to $500,000.
He could probably retire.
Oh, he could if he wanted.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think Jack retired actually in like 2008.
No.
Yeah.
I know where Luke Del Rio is now. He goes to the place where if you had football connections in this area, Denny, here's a hint. If you had football connections in this area in Gus's first year and met this guy, he's taken a lot of the wayward guys in on his staff, his new staff. He's a coach. He had a lot of success in college.
Are we talking NFL or college?
No.
In this area?
Yes. He was
He's
on
taking
Gus's
guys from
staff.
this
Who was
Kerwin?
That's a good guess.
Who is
No.
what was his position as a
He was the
position coach?
OC.
Oh, so that's yeah.
Gilbride?
Fish. Jed
Oh,
Fish.
so he's in Washington.
He's head coach at Washington. He
Oh,
left
okay.
Arizona, remember?
What is Del Rio's role
All
there?
right, so he's got
Is he not the OC?
his
is he?
defensive coordinator is Steve Belichick. Let me see who he's got here. Vinny Sunseri is another name.
Oh, wow.
Luke Del Rio's quality control offense. Bailey McElwain, quality control special teams, I'm going to guess.
Wow.
Dom Caldwell, who's Dave's nephew, I believe, graduate assistant. So, yeah.
And Fish also was the first coach to get an NIL. I think it was with Tinder. It was either Tinder or Bumble. I don't remember which one.
Danny, it's great to see you. I don't know
You
what
too,
he's
man.
talking
You
about.
too.
We'll move on here. This is The Drill at
All right.
1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. This is 1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
Yeah. E to the T here, and the NBA playoffs are heating up, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, You can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot to cash in or cash out. What MyBookie has to offer? Let me tell you. Early cash outs, daily odds boosts, quick bet settlements, live game lines, and some. All you have to do is head over to MyBookie and use promo code 1010XL. That's right. Use promo code 1010XL to get you that special bonus deposit. I'm telling you, MyBookie trying to hook you up. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and summer is here on the First Coast. You know, long days, short sleeves, lazy summer afternoons, and soaring temperatures that can do a number on your AC. But do what I did and plan ahead with an expert AC tune-up from Fenwick Home Services to avoid those costly summer breakdowns. If you've heard me say it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Hope is not a plan. That's why Fenwick Home Services has you covered 24/7 with same-day service, including maintenance plans, free same-day estimates, and guaranteed repairs. Book online at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting! Hey sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon for QC Kinetics. This is the absolute worst time of the year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do all the outdoor stuff you love to do, hiking, jogging, biking, playing on the beach. Don't go through summer missing out on life. Call QC Kinetics now and find out how they can use biologics from your own body to give new life to your achy joints. You gotta call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 904-274-5522. Serving the Jacksonville area with locations in Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Again, this is the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of QC Kinetics patients around the country are living their best life this year because they made the call. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Revolutionary treatments for joint pain are here. Again, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Call QC Kinetics now, 904-274-5522. That's QC Kinetics.
Add an ace to your Tuesday morning.
The third ace in 4 days.
Brunch with a tour.
Tour news, tips, and inside info.
Brought to you by Clearwater Irrigation and Art of Natural Stone.
8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Pross, I'm thinking about changing my name.
Again? You're already the media mogul, the straw that stirs the drink, the Duke of Pablo Bay. Now what?
Refer to me as Dreamfinder's Danny Hicken.
What in the blazes? Is this a cash grab?
No, it's just that I believe so much in Dreamfinder's Homes. 20 locations in Northeast Florida, official home builder of Jags and Gators. Great opportunity for first-time homeowners.
All right, Dreamfinder's Danny it is.
Did I mention the lowest interest rates you can find? Visit DreamfindersHomes.com. Now let Dreamfinder's Danny celebrate through the majesty of song. Dreamfinders,
oh, brother.
I believe they will build your home just right.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
She's always been there for you with hugs, smiles, and an encouraging word.
This year, show Mom how much she means to you with a gift from Beard's Diamonds.
Save thousands on hundreds of ideas for Mother's Day, including Rolex watches.
In the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good to hang out with you guys on a Friday, man. Appreciate Denny Thompson. He gives us some great insight and fun to hang out with and talk ball with him. But, yeah, we talk, the whole, again, college football changes every year. And here we are again now with one very, very interesting thought process. You just want to make the top 12, man. You make the top 12 and you're in. And that's the key. You just got to get in the top 12 in college football, and you start looking at these schedules.
I wonder if you're.
What, yeah.
I wonder if that bleeds into how you play your season.
It might.
You know what I mean? Like, the college football has never had that kind of thing looming. You might play for your better bowl or your better this, or in some cases, it might be best to miss your conference championship game.
It might be.
Like
although if you make the conference championship game, you're probably going to be in the top 12.
What if you got 3 2-loss teams?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
do you punish them for...
right. And the one that goes and loses, and I don't know this to be true. I'm really curious where our FSU family is right now. Are they just supremely confident? It's a good year to have a weak schedule. Like I said, FSU, I believe, got totally royally screwed last year, and so they to get some good fortune to at least get into the 12 team. But we talk a lot about. You got to replace Jordan Travis. You got to replace Trey Benson. You got to replace Johnny Wilson. You got to replace Jakeem Bell. You got to replace Keon Coleman. That's a lot on the offensive side of the ball, right? Mm-hmm. Now they do have some proven guys, especially at running back. But you realize too, on the defensive side, that front seven is you lost 2 linebackers to the draft.
Yeah,
Kalen DeLoach went 68. Tatum Bethune went 70. Mm-hmm. You lost your sack leaders in Jared Verse, who went number 9, and the defensive tackle whose name's
Fisk.
Fisk, right next to him. So they got some serious person, but
I think they got the next great end in Peyton. I think that kid's looked towards the end of the year, and he was a big part of their defense. I think that Marvin Jones Jr. coming in the portal will help.
Joshua
them.
Farmer was making plays. DJ Lundy at the linebacker.
Guys.
I agree with you, and I think
they got a really good defense.
To be honest with you, a real litmus is the season finale. And look, so much can go completely wrong and off the tracks for Florida by that point, but.
Yeah, it's not going off the tracks for FSU.
Right.
They might slip and go 9-3
Yeah,
at worst.
My point is, based on, Florida is better than a lot of that schedule, even coming off of 5-7. As we sit here now, if you ranked FSU's schedule right now, difficulty, and maybe we're not the ones to do it. Maybe it's FSU fan, whatever. I want you to rate their schedule. What is their hardest game this year?
At Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame.
Yeah, because it's at.
What's their second hardest game this year?
Probably Clemson.
Clemson at home. Yeah. What's their third hardest game this year?
Well, ask me after the Miami-Florida game. It's probably at Miami.
Again, we're making the list right now. At Miami. Mm-hmm. Okay, what was their fourth hardest game?
It could be Florida. Maybe.
I think it would be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to quibble if it's North Carolina. This is a point where it's fair to get into, well, if Florida played North Carolina or Wake Forest schedule, they probably wouldn't have been 5-7. They wouldn't have been more than 7-5, but they'd be a bowl team. It wouldn't be looked at like they're the, ring around the toilet bowl.
Yeah. Speaking of Florida, they got a commitment this morning, a running back from Texas, which is always dicey being in May, and you got to go whole, But Chad Gasper from Katy Jordan High School, which is a pretty well-known high school, has committed to Florida. He's number 40 ranked running back in the 2025 class. Yeah, and he's their second running back. So.
Yeah, the running backs. One thing that Billy has done down there is he's kept that room pretty stocked. You lost Etienne, and there's not this expectation of a big, loss of production. I'm telling you, dude, watching the spring game, and it was Ballin. That running back, that freshman was tight in the spring game.
Yeah.
I had a big kid, and he was running all over the place. So that running back room is probably pretty stocked. E.T., can I have some pop quiz music, please?
Oh, I love me a pop quiz.
This is a stat that ultimately is going to go out the window, and we're going to play it as it lies. This might be the final tally that we should go ahead and put in stone, because now that this 12-team playoff has come, no one is going to care at all about bowl games.
Yeah.
Your record in bowl games, your number of bowl wins, they're meaningless. In fact, bowl games now become a negative stat if you're a power program, because it means you didn't make the 12-team playoff.
Oh, dear.
8 programs in college football history have won 30 or more bowl games.
Okay.
I need to know the 8 programs in college football history that have won 30 or more bowl games. There's another 6 that have won at least 25, and then another 7 that have won at least 20. So 13 and 8, 21 total programs have won 20 or more bowls. But I'm just looking for the top 8 who have 30 or more bowl wins.
Well, let's go alphabetically. It's got to be proud programs. It's got to be. I'll say Alabama.
University of Alabama has won 35 bowl games more than.
I didn't want to go 0-1.
More than any other program. It may be more than. I may be looking at. Listen, let me see what when this was written. This is forever ago. They've won a lot more than that, by the way. They probably won about 50 bowl games at this point. Can I get the dadgum something that's here? Something that's accurate, active, up to the minute.
I'm just off the cuff talking here. I don't think I sort of know Florida's like. I don't think they're like a 500. I don't think they're at 30 yet. I think FSU has more, but I don't know if FSU's at 30. But you start thinking, like, certainly, who else?
Alabama, by the way, has 46 bowl wins. 46 now.
Teams have been playing forever. USC?
USC is correct. You're second with 30 or more bowl wins. I'm getting to their total. My computer is just on the fritz today, buddy. Okay. So it's taking me a while.
All right.
But yeah, I can't tell. So I don't. I'm trying to. I know who the 8 are, but I don't know the numbers until this screen pulls up. It might be about 10:41 before that happens, but we'll see. But USC, yes, you have 2 now of the 8. USC and Alabama. Alabama is in the 40-plus bowl win club. USC is in the 30-plus. So Alabama's the only one with 40-plus.
Texas.
Texas is correct. Alabama, USC, and Texas are correct. 30-plus bowl wins. Texas has 31 bowl wins. I wish so bad.
Notre Dame.
So bad. I wish my computer would work and I could just pull up the numbers.
No, I want to take Notre Dame back because Notre Dame. I'll take Ohio State.
Okay. Oh, we have progress, baby. I'm sorry. You said Notre Dame and then you took them out.
Yeah.
And we're looking for the 8 programs with 30 or more. Yeah, the game ends. Ohio State is in the 25-plus category, along with some others. You want to keep guessing, or you want to get right into it?
No, you can do it. You can do it. We're up against it.
Okay.
Who are they? Is Notre Dame one of them?
Golly, boy. Oh, the computer's killing me, bro. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm not, because I'm dying a slow death here. I don't mean to do this to you. It's really not my fault. Lodge your complaints with the 1010XL IT department here today because
Alabama has 45.
I had them both up, and my computer doesn't work, and that's apparently not important. All right, here we go.
Florida State has 29. Florida has 25.
Under 30.
Georgia has 38.
Yeah, they were in the 30 category for sure.
Georgia, I should have got. LSU has 30.
Yeah, there's a bunch of SEC. I think Oklahoma may have been up there.
Oklahoma has 31. Ohio State's 26-29.
Yeah, so they're
Ole Miss 25-15. They got a nice record. Penn State 31 wins.
Penn State's another one. I had them all here in front of me, but now I've gone completely dark screen. I love when
Tennessee
that
has 31. Texas has 31.
Yeah.
USC has 35. I think I named them all. Let's see what Notre Dame had, though. I never did mention Notre Dame. 20-21. I'm glad I pulled them out then.
All right, let's do this. It's a GFL Friday. That's green for life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans, and keep that job site as professional as you want your client to look at your company as. And you do that with the best commercial roll-off available with Green for Life and greenforlife.com.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
More Jaguars, more prep sports, more Gators, more Knowles, more Dogs, more golf. Plus original podcasts from your favorite 1010XL personalities. 1010XL.com.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at George Moore Chevrolet. Man, I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, I mean it. That's how they treat you over there, man. From Justin Moore all the way down, these guys are terrific, friendly, nice. When you go to that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, you'll find out what I'm talking about. Just friendly help. And whether you want a car, truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. You know me, I've talked about that. My boy Blue, that beautiful Silverado that I'm driving around. I love it. You can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard? No problem. MooreChevy.com is as easy to navigate as any site you could try. That's Moore, M-O-O-R-E, Chevy.com. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts, never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
Folks, the First Coast has voted. Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is proud to be chosen as Bold City's best in 4 categories: Best Orthopedic Practice, Physical Therapy, Pain Management, and Foot Care Clinic. For the last 30 years, JOI has continually strived for the highest level of orthopedic surgery and rehab care. As the needs of the community evolve, so will they. That's why coaches, parents, and athletes choose JOI. Call them at JOI 2000 or visit JOI.net. JOI, where the pros go.
Mother's Day is right around the corner this year. Give your mother a gift that keeps on giving. How about a zero-resified kitchen? Hey, Hicken here. There's nothing my wife loves more than having Zero Res do a deep clean on the kitchen. Towel and grout. She also loves the look and feel of the granite countertops after Zero Res cleans and seals them. They really pop. Right now, Zero Res offering $50 off towel and grout cleaning and $50 off granite countertops cleaned and sealed. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll-and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
A breakfast bar that's up to par.
That smells good. What is that?
Brunch with the Tour.
We're all on the same page then.
Tour news, tips, and inside info brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation, 8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL.
Hey, I know we love our happy hours, but have you been to Mr. Chubby's Wings for lunch lately?
Yep, their new specials are awesome. I eat lunch there all the time.
I went this week and got wings, a drink, and chips for $8.
As usual, the best prices in town. You can't hardly find anyone doing $8 lunch anymore.
I know. I'm saving my money for the weekends with $8 lunch specials.
Save your money for the weekends. Enjoy $8 lunch specials Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 3 locations serving you for all sports all year. Mr. Chubby's Wings, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, an avocado consultant from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Dave Ortega. Okay, Dave, here's your question. Your house is not bad in the morning, but by the afternoon, your AC can barely keep up, even with the curtains closed. What do you do?
Oh, can I buy a vowel?
Not that kind of show, Dave.
Can I spin the wheel?
Yeah, we don't even have a wheel, Dave.
Can I phone a friend? Oh, can I call Bueller?
That's right, Dave. Call Bueller Air and Plumbing to assess your home's airflow and sunlight patterns and let us optimize your air conditioning so that you are cool.
This is the happiest day of my life.
Well, you gotta get out more, Dave.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm going to say 1984. When Doves Cry.
This song?
84. I'm going to maybe 85. It's bet money it's one of the two. 84, 85. I'm going to go final answer, Alex. 84. What is 1984?
Jeff Prosser, you are correct.
Wow, look at that.
May 16th, 1984.
That's almost to the day, huh?
Almost, yeah.
Wow. So this kid, the Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores, just to balance a little bit of the college baseball coverage. It's amazing that there is an historic season going on in Gainesville with Jack Caglione. He helped carry Florida all the way to the World Series last year. Of course, a couple first-rounders, one on the mound and one at the plate, helped that as well. And Caglione has followed up what he did last year with just a Johnny Appleseed of a season. I mean, it's folk hero status on what he's done, and somehow it's not inarguably the best season, never mind in college baseball. Most years, Jack Caglione would just skip right to the Golden Spikes Award, wait for the draft, and be done. I mean, he's just having a hellaciously good year. And then you take a look at this kid, Charlie Condon from Georgia. Last night at South Carolina, his 34th home run. He's homered in 8 straight games. That breaks Caglione's record last year for most home runs in college baseball in the dead bat era that started in 2011. Plays all 3 outfield positions, a couple or more on the infield, and we got a couple of unicorns in the SEC. It's just amazing that they're syncing up to be in the same year. And now you look at last year, didn't SEC go 1-2-3? Or was it 1-2-4 last year in the draft? Wasn't the SEC 1-2-3 with Skeens, Langford, and Cruz?
I don't know. Something like that.
No, I mean, definitely. And so here you are again. They could. I mean, there's certainly a possibility that Caglione, Jack Taney, and Condon will go 1-2 this year.
Well, I guess I had some bad storms just blow through Tallahassee. It looks like maybe the baseball stadium took some damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Just this morning?
Yeah.
Is that weather out there moving this way?
I'm assuming. Usually does.
I looked at my weather earlier today. I was after some work. I was supposed to get some fun time in today. I don't know if it's going to happen now.
I'd say it's iffy.
Well, let's see what it's looking like. Earlier today, it was it was maintaining. Just by the time you got to the afternoon, it was only about a 30% chance. But it's going about 40%. We'll see. I hate playing in the rain.
Time for the 9 o'clock nasty. I've been sitting on this all day, but Luka Doncic had a press conference last night after the victory. Is that correct? Over the Oklahoma City Thunder.
That is correct.
And so Luka sits down and ready to start the press conference, and listen closely to what you hear in the background here. It made Luka wonder what in the blazes is going on.
Just our sharing the ball and our energy was great.
What do you think? Okay.
What are they doing in Dallas?
Okay, moving on.
Can you give me that one more time? Listen closely to the background information.
Just our sharing the ball and our energy was great.
What do you think? Okay. Okay, moving on.
Okay, we'll move on.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. What is the deal with that one, my friend?
I don't even know.
Yeah. Did we ever get any confirmation or what the heck was going on over there? Oof. Oof. Interesting. So, yeah, that happening a little bit over there. And
OTAs today?
OTAs are today.
Yeah.
The Rooks, right?
Rookies.
Not necessarily, yeah, rookie mini camp. And obviously everybody wants to see the wide receiver. And, again, we want to hear good things, not bad things, right?
Right.
But we'll see. It's their draft class. And listen, you talk about the draft class, it's important that some of these guys contribute heavily. Again, you want to be better than you were last year. Last year, you were 9-8. You lost some guys from that 9-8 football team. You replaced those guys. That's inevitable. It happens every year with National Football League teams. Who did you draft? I saw somebody project, and I would take this, by the way, Brian Thomas Jr.'s numbers.
I'd like to take it. I'll take a whirl. I'll say 70 for 912 and 7 touchdowns.
Well, you take that in a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm projecting, though.
Yeah. Well, I'd take that in a second.
Okay. What was the projection that you've already taken in a second? You're not allowed to have mine.
Well, it was 10 touchdowns. It was 60-some catches, and it was like
pretty similar.
Trying to find it, but it was like I don't know, like 1,000 yards or so. So, anyway, that would be...
Yeah, those are pretty similar. I think that... Well, listen, when you made the decision to let Zay Jones go, I think the Jags expect that.
Yeah.
They're going to throw the ball a bunch, right? That's what they do. Doug loves to throw it. They're going to throw it. I mean, Ingram nearly set the tight end record last year. He could barely find a home in free agency before he came here. Calvin Ridley stepped out of the morgue after spending a year and a half out of football and busted out a 1,000-yard season.
The truth of the matter is what we want from Brian Thomas Jr., though, is we want him to be Randy Moss. Right?
Right? Yeah.
That's kind of what you kind of wish and hope for, that he's this. Where's Randy Moss drafted? 9th or something?
Was it that high?
Yeah, I don't know. He was 21st.
Yeah, I remember it being late.
Yeah, 21st by the Vikings. And
it's a real similar spot.
Yeah.
There's another Viking that went down around that spot's also been very good. I'll take him too.
Right?
And Randy Moss in his first year,
he had all the
69 for 1,300 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, the big plays. He had such a good year that Fred Taylor, as a rookie, had like 18 touchdowns and didn't get a sniff of the Rookie of the Year.
Randy Moss had 8.
Think about that. You talk about bad luck. It started for Fred right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate.
What if Fred comes out and has the 18-touchdown year and he's the NFL rookie, Offensive Rookie of the Year? Perhaps the whole shade of his career is different.
Maybe. Randy Moss had 6 years right off the rip where he went 69, 80, and I'm talking 13. It's not even the number of catches, although he went over 100 twice.
Yeah, it's the yards.
1,300, 1,400, 1,400, 1,200, 1,300, 1,600 his first 6 years.
Big play guy, too. Just get behind that
that's
defense.
all it was.
He had that simple stride. Looked like he was hardly trying to run.
And then he took like 1, 2, 3. It took about 3 years off.
Yeah, he went to Oakland, didn't do much.
One last year in Minnesota, went to Oakland. Then he went to New England.
Right.
And in 2007, the undefeated year, He went 98 for 1,523 touchdowns.
With the Patriots' undefeated year?
Yeah, and he said he spent 3 years there.
What do you remember? What is there a game that you remember more from Randy Moss's career than another?
Cowboys.
Yeah, that Thanksgiving Day Cowboys.
Yeah. Cowboys.
By the way, I'm pretty sure he only had those 3 catches.
Yeah, 3 catches.
Yeah, like 3 for
180 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
Yeah, something like that.
But Randy Moss, 15,000, but 156 touchdowns is what stands out about Randy Moss more than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And,
that dude was a difference maker. A lot of people don't remember. I don't know if you know. He signed with Florida State.
Yeah, he was a hooper. Yeah, he was signed with Florida State.
I mean, he was actually on campus, in spring, and got in trouble at FSU.
And he smoked weed, and they kicked him off.
Yeah.
He was on a 0 tolerance because he had some issues in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that was his second school.
Didn't he go to Florida?
No.
Okay.
I think he might have gone. Is it possible he went to Notre Dame or signed with Notre Dame?
Oh, I do remember hearing something like that.
I thought Randy, and then he went, and Bobby took him. I thought it was Notre Dame, but I could be wrong. Remember, he's from West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
No, he definitely had committed to Notre Dame, and then FSU got him, or vice versa. He went from FSU to Notre Dame to Marshall. Notre Dame is included in there somewhere.
Moss was a standout high school football and basketball player, but an arrest for battery during his senior year led to the University of Notre Dame withdrawing his scholarship offer. So then he went to FSU, then he smoked weed, then he left there, then he ended up at Marshall.
Yeah.
Where he was.
And he was
it Chad Pennington?
Yes.
Yeah. At Marshall, he was like that rookie year he had in the league every game.
Every game.
Let me see what
he looked the same as a college junior as he did a 10-year vet.
Running
that
past
long,
everybody.
Yeah, just that long, slow-looking stride.
1 year at Marshall.
Just 1 year.
1 year, 90 catches, 1,647 yards, 25 touchdowns.
Wow. Right there in his backyard, man. If anything was meant to just go wrong, it would have been Randy having to go back home around his element, right? The guys that got him in this 0 tolerance to begin with. I think Moss also got in trouble in high school for beating a kid up, didn't he?
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
1997 Marshall football team.
They won it all. I'm pretty sure.
They lost at West Virginia in the opener, 42-31.
And by the way, as somebody who's lived in West Virginia a couple of times, that is West Virginia looks down their nose at Marshall. They won't play them. Yeah. They won't schedule them. That may have been the first time they played in a while. West Virginia don't play Marshall.
They lost to Ole Miss in the Pontiac Silverdome Motor City Bowl.
Oh, so they were already a D1. They weren't in. They weren't winning.
They won the MAC.
I thought they won the 1AA. It must have been, but they must have. Well, obviously they'd already graduated up.
Yeah. But he's right. Chad Pennington and Randy Moss. And John Wade was the center on that team.
A future Jag.
Yep.
And now former Jag. And Moss famously played with Jason Williams, the former Florida Gator, in high school.
Yes, he did.
High school basketball teammate.
That was some kind of class, huh?
Man, there's a lot of weed getting smoked in that car. A lot of hot boxing. A lot of hot boxing there in southern West Virginia when Moss and the White Chocolate rode home. Huh?
So anyway, obviously everybody wants to see Brian Thomas, but there are other guys, of course, that you're gonna pay attention to. Mason Smith will look the part in the underwear, right? He's huge, so people will immediately love that.
Here, I was thinking about this, and to say it this way with Trent. Here's one thing that Trent Baalke does, and it's proven to not be the best strategy. But I think Baalke tries to find that guy that, because of an injury or some other factor, is undervalued, and I think he thinks that, like Mason Smith, if he plays 3 healthy football seasons at LSU, it would have been a top 10 pick. Now, whether he's right or wrong, I don't know, but I think that's what he thinks.
Be nice if,
and I don't like it.
Be nice if today Cam Little hit a couple 70-yard field goals just goofing around.
He's a cocky little kicker. He better be good.
Yeah.
I will get rid of that guy in 10 minutes if his cocky little self isn't any good. You're going to come in all cocky. You better be good at that position. Bob Pruitt, don't forget, another former Gator, was that coach.
Oh, yeah.
At Marshall.
Yep. So anyway, Miles Cole's a guy that people talk about because he has the size too, but he's a 7th-round pick, right? Ended up at Texas Tech, started at Louisiana Monroe. We got the Keelan Robinson running back / kick returner weapon guy. DeAndre Price is the corner from Ole Miss. Jordan Jefferson, another big defensive tackle from LSU. Javon Foster is a guy that people like to see. He's a big offensive tackle from Missouri. And again, it's just so early. They'll just be out there in shorts and T-shirts and running around doing their thing. So, and then you'll have, I guess, some other names out there competing. Like, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that starts It starts
All
today.
right, we got to take a timeout, no? Right, E? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We'll come back. It's GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He's big.
What kind of monster are you?
And he's big on the Jags.
3 times bigger than this.
Mike Dempsey.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
10 to noon weekdays.
A lot smarter than I look.
On 1010XL.
Hey, Mother's Day right around the corner this year. Yeah, in fact, it's Sunday. So give your mom a gift that keeps on giving. How about a zero-resified kitchen? Look, it's Friday. You haven't done anything? My wife loves having zero residue deep clean on the kitchen. The tile and the grout, the countertops, woo! They really pop. Right now, Zero Res offering $50 off tile and grout cleaning, $50 off granite countertops, cleaned and sealed. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time homebuyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time homebuyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Choose C for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. They can transform your backyard with fire pits, pergolas, screen enclosures, and outdoor kitchens. And CSS handles the entire project from start to finish. You dream it, they build it. CSSOutdoor.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, I'm David Lane, your average everyday Joe. I'm 5 months out of my back surgery with Southeast Orthopedic, and I'm doing great. Thanks to Dr. Herford and his staff at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Your cooling system isn't working. Maybe somebody showed up with a portable electronic device. Then they discussed with you what your options are. Maybe they gave you an estimate that seems like an awful lot of money. What's the smart thing to do? When the situation merits a second opinion, get a Mike Merritt opinion. Yes, the Mike Merritt Comfort Team shows up with hand tools. We've never been able to fix an air conditioning problem with a tablet. Mike Merritt has been the trusted name for more than 30 years because there's never any hocus pocus. The Merritt team will walk you through the diagnostic steps up close and personal and show you exactly what you need. And the Mike Merritt price is likely to be far less because there's never an overtime charge, and the Merritt team doesn't work on commission. So remember, when it comes to the health of your cooling system, a second opinion can only help, and a Mike Merritt opinion can save you money. Florida license CACO 50384.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. A man who knows a little about defensive line play, former Jaguar defensive end Jeff Logman, thinks the Jaguars got a versatile player in second-round draft pick Mason Smith.
I think it's going to be interesting to see where he plays. I think he's going to be a defensive tackle. I think he could probably play both, but he could also play a big end position.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp on the road lost to the Omaha Storm Chasers. Jacksonville put 2 runners on in the 9th, but could not bring them home to score. The teams will meet again this evening. Game time is 7 7:30. Elite Promotions Group announced that the English Premier League's teams Wolverhampton Wanderers and West Ham United will compete in Jacksonville at Everbank Stadium on Saturday, July 27th. The match is part of the Stateside Cup, three-city tournament to be played over 1 week. Tickets go on sale to the public Monday, May 13th. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:16, it's 78 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Good morning.
Good morning. Gookin Nation. It's another hour with Duval's Big Dogs of Sports Media. Dan Hicken.
Yes.
Jeff Prosser.
Blah, blah, freaking blah.
And E to the T.
E.T. is the GOAT producer.
All right, there is some crazy weather going on, so be careful out there. Taylor just came in and said she saw a couple lightning strikes hit trees. I think Tallahassee got smashed. I think there was a tornado out there. Railroad
80 miles an hour.
They said Railroad Square just got destroyed by a tornado. So yeah, it's just be careful, man. I guess it's moving across the state.
Coming this way, and what we're seeing now is not what they got in Tallahassee. That's still more to come, but it's kind of moving through, and then it. I'm looking at the. Let's look at an hourly here for folks. See just what it looks like the rest of the day.
Well, the Gators are going to try to play at 1. They moved their game up to 1 o'clock today to try to get it in. And so I think Tallahassee's without power too, man. Oh boy, yeah, it's some bad weather over there. So just check on everybody.
Yeah, it's really we got strong storms here for the 70 to 75% chance of rain really up until through noon. It's 60% still at noon.
And then more coming.
Strong storms, and then it kind of to your point, then it kind of dumbs down for a little bit, gets a little bit better, but still never. No, nighttime we're good. It's through. There's nothing in
Man, I was supposed to swing them sticks today.
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening. So was I. I don't know. I don't know if that's happening, buddy. I don't know if that's happening.
I'll have to wait and see, but that's.
I mean, I'm in the afternoon. It clears a little, but not enough. Yeah.
Rain will begin at your location 29 minutes, 1 minute ago. Rain will begin at your location around 29 minutes from now, continuing over the next few hours. That's right by us. So, yeah, we're gonna have.
Yeah, I'm just looking at. Yeah, I'm looking again. I'm just looking at it. It's worse here up until about noon. But it's it's all the way to 2 o'clock. It's 50%. Thunderstorms, winds. It's looking kind of yucky.
Welcome to Jacksonville, rookies.
Yeah, I may have to do something.
The one thing you're going to learn, you never leave your windows down in Jacksonville.
Sure.
Indoor facility.
Right?
Well, we got so many guys from the SEC, they're probably used to it.
Yeah.
You get in the South, hot and humid with a chance of showers. That's everywhere from Tennessee to us out to Louisiana.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway.
I don't know what – I mean, to me, the biggest – factor are the LSU receivers at the mini camp, one being the first round pick and the other being Jarvis Landry, who I would suppose that you have plans for.
You certainly want to see him.
It's just odd that Landry would do this. Is there no market for him?
I don't know. I guess not. He's got to. He didn't play, right? He hadn't played much in the last couple of years.
Well, he just played barely in 2022, and then completely sat out last year.
So we'll see. We'll see how.
Yeah, the Cougars are out there. The storm chasers. They say.
Are they storm chasing?
They say it's bad out there, man.
Oh man,
all over town already.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a bunch of. I feel y'all out there. I got a bunch of group that somehow arranged their week that they were going to try and swing the sticks together. That is not looking good.
Not looking good. Not looking good at all right now. So, listen. I saw this with the NBA, and I think there's I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, but I noticed in Phoenix with the veteran guys there, right? You got they're targeting Coach Bud.
Yeah, that ain't going to work well for those big.
But if you bring in Coach Bud, then you got to there's stuff that comes with it, right?
Well, this is where you learn that today's superstar. Dan, I believe this. It'd be nice if they did. They don't give a damn about doing what it takes to win a title.
Well, the boys are ripping your guy quite a lot here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
For the Darvin Ham?
Well, basically, like Byron Scott went on yesterday and said, "Look, I love LeBron, but I got news for you. LeBron, why don't you just be the player coach, man? You get everybody hired and fired out here. I mean, so why don't you name the guys that LeBron makes decisions on. He wants this kind of coach, this kind of coach. Now he's doing a podcast with J.J. Redick, so I guess that's his buddy. So I guess that's a guy he wants.
That's
why his name.
The Lakers would have to be.
Is that why his name is being kicked around because him and LeBron are doing a podcast?
That's definitely why.
What are we doing here, man? I mean, LeBron. And listen, I'm all for superstars and such, but stay in your lane on this one, yes.
Yeah,
isn't Budenholzer the best bet to
I
coach your
think
team?
what happens, Dan, is at some point when you pay the man more money than anyone else, the man starts to really understand and believe that he's the one that counts the most.
Le GM.
Well,
right? I mean, that's just, nobody in the Lakers organization, maybe including the owner's share every year, is making more than LeBron. Making more than KD. These guys think what they're doing to coaches it's disappointing at the very least. You're Frank Vogel. You just went in. You went 49-33. It's not like you went 33-49. This cat Adrian Griffin with Milwaukee's 31-13 when Giannis fires him. Kendrick Perkins took the gloves off a little bit with Durant. Says y'all boys today's players just can't handle the accountability that is necessary to be a champion. They're not accountable. It's always someone else's fault. The word is KD stopped talking to Frank Vogel 2 months ago. Think about that. What kind of message does that send? What kind of leader are you? I don't think today's athlete cares a darn about winning a title if it means sacrificing any of his comfort. And I think Kevin Durant is perfectly happy. If he wins a title, great. It'd be nice, but he's perfectly happy making his $50 million and doing exactly what he wants to do for whom he wants to do it for. And I'm using Durant because Vogel was fired yesterday. I say the same thing about LeBron. I say the same thing about Giannis. I say the same thing about a lot of guys.
Yeah, I need some pop quiz music, please.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Go ahead when you got it. I think I'm going to pop quiz E on this, Pross, and you and I are going to sit there.
You about to ask me how many coaches LeBron got?
I know how many. 9. He's had 9 coaches in his career. I need you to name the 9 coaches that LeBron James has played for, Mr. LeBron James fan. I think that's fair, right?
That's fair. That's
okay.
Fair. Let's see.
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
That's 5.
That's 5. So 4 more, huh?
Yeah. Who was his first coach? Do you know?
Hold on. I don't.
Paul Silas, maybe?
Paul Silas is 6.
Okay, that's 6.
How many are there total? I'm just sitting here to help. I'm not
9.
9 total.
Taking any effort. I don't even know who he said in total. He's missing some. He had the dude. Remember they went and got the European guy when they were in Cleveland.
Yep.
What was his name?
You tell me.
Yeah. What was that guy's name? He didn't last but a year, I think.
Right.
LeBron got rid of him.
He didn't
a year.
like him either.
Language barrier, perhaps, or something.
He's American, but he coached over there.
Yeah. It starts with a B, doesn't it?
Yep.
It's like Bidzelic? It's not Bidzelic, right? That's he coached like the Nuggets.
Guy was 80-29 and 14-6 in the playoffs, and he got fired.
Dang.
Went to the finals, and they got rid of him.
Dang, bro.
No, it was it was a short name. That guy's name was Blatt, David Blatt.
Oh, Blatt?
David Blatt.
Okay.
7.
There's 2 more.
2 more.
Yeah, I ain't got it.
I don't know, man.
Well, Brendan Malone for a short time after Silas.
Yeah, that's yeah.
And he went to Miami with Spoelstra, came back to Cleveland with Blatt, got Tyronn Lue.
So he did have Lue. Oh, yeah.
And then...
did he have Byron Scott at one point, didn't he?
No.
No.
Luke Walton.
Oh, yeah,
I
Walton.
don't remember him at all. That was in L.A.?
Mm-hmm.
That's all of them?
Yeah, you got Luke Walton, Frank
He's really only
Vogel,
had one coach. It's LeBron.
And
I love
Darvin Ham
LeBron. Just 3
fired.
days ago says he generally doesn't get involved with teams' hiring decisions. Yeah, right.
Sure you don't.
You just fired Darvin Ham because you guys can't man up and win.
Well,
and,
you built the roster, too,
right.
now.
Well, let's keep this in mind. These guys got a lot of this same glory that they ride to these trillions of dollars. They don't want to take that accountability when it comes to winning. Like you're the most important thing until you lose, and then it's not your fault. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
If you're going to make the $50 million as the best player in the world, then when you lose, it's because, well, you're either a choker or an underachiever or You know, LeBron should have more than he has to have all the things said about him, E. You got to admit that. You got to have more than 4.
I mean, he got
10 finals, though, right?
Great.
Yeah,
You got to have more, man.
40,000
Here's what happens. You look back, it don't look great. Who beat him? It don't look great. The two Durant teams, this Golden State team ain't won without him very much.
And he went to 8 straight finals.
I mean, you got to win me more than just a couple. They're lucky to win 2 in Miami. It should have been 1.
Nah.
Yes.
That team was good.
It was good, but that one final where they hit the last,
Ray Allen.
Yes.
Yeah. 8 straight.
LeBron's a heck of a player. I don't mean to. The problem is I get bogged down in the positioning of versus this guy or greatest that guy.
Point is the boys are
Doesn't
catching
matter.
the boys are catching some grief with the Vogel and Ham.
And they
firings.
should, and they should. These players, you get paid enough money. How about you do what coaches say to do and give them a chance? What would these players do? What would LeBron do if a coach went to him and said, "Hey, LeBron, I know this sounds crazy, but from now on, I want you to only dribble with your left hand."
Well, the funny
because the players want to tell the coaches what to do, but they don't want. It's just silly.
Darvin Ham tried to say, "Hey, this year we're going to limit the minutes on LeBron," and he poo-pooed that real quick, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, all right, let's do Dear Drill. Got some new letters in.
It is. Friday is the day. It's kind of an overcast day. I think that's symbolic of some of the questions I saw written in, but we'll see. Dan's got a whole bag full of them. I'm amazed these kinds of things are going on the First Coast. It's a bit distressing, but we will tackle them with great aplomb and maturity. Next on a GFL Friday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Jacksonville's home for Florida Gators baseball.
The Gators get a weekend series with a top 5 team. Florida, Kentucky. Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday at noon on 1010 a.m.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Come in, Linda. Over.
We've got a sea of new vehicles and they're priced so low they're rocking the boat. Come check out our biggest selection of inventory with the best prices and our wow ya experience that will ensure smooth sailing for your next car purchase. Plus, take advantage of our peace of mind warranties, transparent pricing, and free oil changes with every purchase. You better beat the surge and head to Beaver Toyota St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville for the best car buying experience.
Hicken here. Let's talk skin. Myself, me, and I, and Beaches Dermatology. I remind you all to wear your sunscreen, man. If you're an active parent hanging at the fields, you're in your boat, you're fishing, you like to chill at the beach, wear the sunscreen, man. You don't want to deal with the ramifications, man. Cancer, skin cancer is not good, and it can be a major pain, and it can be deadly, quite frankly. So when grabbing the clubs for your tea time, gassing up the boat, we live in the Sunshine State, man. Make sure you bring this screen. And if you have any concerns right now, Doctors Boudreaux and Doctors Metz, they'll take great care. They've been taking care of me for decades. And give Beaches Dermatology a call. It's real simple. Online, beachesdermatology.com.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Underdog Fantasy is back in Florida with champions. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. Look, I like to go low stakes. That's how I do it, but I will grind on 10 or 12 contests this weekend. I love just being able to follow along with a little bit of extra motivation, if you know what I mean. Have you discovered Underdog Fantasy Champions? Well, all you need to do first is download that Underdog Fantasy app. And then you get into the contests, and they're absolutely terrific. It's so simple. You just pick higher or lower. You choose higher or lower. It's that simple. That's your choice, higher or lower. Flip a coin if you want, or use some of the great resources that they have on the app. Past performance, stats, news, favorite players, any and all. It's got NBA basketball right now. You got baseball as well. How do you do it? It's really easy. You're ready to see if you got what it takes to become a champion. Download the Underdog Fantasy app today and prove it. Sign up with promo code PROSSER. That's promo code PROSSER. You'll get your player special plus a deposit offer at the Underdog Fantasy Champions app.
Mother's Day is right around the corner this year. Give your mother a gift that keeps on giving. How about a zero-resified kitchen? Hey, Hicken here. There's nothing my wife loves more than having Zero Res do a deep clean on the kitchen. Towel and grout. She also loves the look and feel of the granite countertops after Zero Res cleans and seals them. They really pop. Right now, Zero Res offering $50 off towel and grout cleaning and $50 off granite countertops cleaned and sealed. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
DV Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
Share your voice anytime on the 1010XL text line.
Are you serious?
Installed by Lifetime Flooring.
I gotta say, you're totally blowing my mind right now.
If you can't call or email, text us. 641-1010.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
This is the sound of real people across Florida betting on sports. It's the sound of winning your bet, only on Hard Rock Bet. And if your first bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal sports book. Your home for betting hoops for any sport you choose. Download Hard Rock Bet now and get 2 shots at your first bet. Win, or you'll get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
If we're not anything here at the Drill, we are experienced. Because of that, we're here to help. We have different perspectives in life, and that's important. So without further ado, I'd like to present Dear Drill.
We do our best to kind of
Actual
steer you in the
letters.
right direction. Sometimes we poke fun, but we're literally, honestly, you're coming to us with your sincere grievances and issues and problems. We will just try and tell you how, what WWED, what would he do?
Yeah. Dear Drill.
I was going to say Jeff, but then I didn't like the connotation. You see what happened?
I saw that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dear Drill, I've been married for the last 25 years to a wonderful man.
Okay.
We'll call him Bill.
All right, Bill.
We're very happy in all areas.
Okay.
Except intimacy.
All right.
Bill's lost all interest in intimacy and sex. Began about 2 years ago. I've tried everything to reignite the flame in our relationship. His sex drive has disappeared. About a year ago, he told me I should find someone, a friend with benefits, to take care of my sexual needs.
I thought the marriage was good.
At the time, I said no, hoping he'd be interested again. Now, after a year of waiting, I'm seriously considering finding a friend. Do you think I should follow through or keep waiting and hoping Bill will change? Have you any advice about how to restart the intimacy in our relationship?
Yeah. This is. I mean, I do. Look, we can give a funny, fancy, or we can give the serious advice. Is this? Get your man Bill to go to the urologist with you, and let's get Bill all checked out here on why he's totally lost interest on the best free thing that the good Lord gave us. It's the only thing we have. It's the best free thing we have. Okay? So if you don't want it, you got something going on in your head, right? So let's take our guy, and then if that's not the trick, no, don't be married and go scooting around with a friends with benefit. Just divorce Bill and say, Bill, this is on you, man. That's what I would say to do. Take it first things first, though. Let's get to like a sex therapist, doctor of some sort. They got medicine for that now, you know.
If you say, call me, girl, I'm going to lose my mind.
So, no. First thing is send an email to et@1010xl.com, and then I will give you advice on getting D'd up or not.
You know what? I don't listen. You better be careful what you're mining the fields for out there. You got some woman's been married for 25 years, and be careful what you're getting sight unseen there, dude.
This comes from a younger lady.
Bill could be a lot of things, by the way. Maybe Bill decided that he likes, Robert.
Bill may have a friend with benefits.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what's going on with Bill, but Bill needs some,
Dear Drill.
Get on some drugs.
Who choose?
I'm the 18-year-old daughter of parents who are going through a divorce after 36 years.
Ooh, that's tough.
I need some insight, Drill, because I'm unsure.
Well, hold on a second. She's 18, and the parents have been married 30, so she was a mistake by the lake late in life.
Okay.
Dad's always craved physical love and affection, whereas mom is more like a cat who prefers separation and independence. Even with these differences, things used to be good between them. That was until mom decided she wanted to stop having sex due to her age and no longer enjoying it. She also quit drinking, which he didn't like.
Okay.
Maybe the two went hand in hand.
This sounds like a good Northeastern coming. What part of the Northeast did you guys move down here to the First Coast from? First of all, this 18-year-old knows way too much about the...
I'm not done. Dad was very upset with this and claimed it was abuse if she didn't make love with him, since that's how people show love. He also stated she should be more fun by drinking with him. Mom tried to keep the family at peace and be the person he wanted her to be for a few years, but finally decided she couldn't do it anymore. He moved on very quickly. My father's already with another woman, even though he and mom aren't officially divorced yet. I always took mom's side, but this has caused my relationship with dad to dwindle. He claims I'm part of the reason the divorce is happening, since I make her feel like what she's doing is okay. Should I see his perspective as well?
There are so many layers of dysfunction here, honey. I don't know where to start. How about this? How about keep your big nose out of your parents' business and have a relationship with both? Don't judge. Don't ask. Let the grown-ups make their grown-up decisions. Get through it as best they can. It's certainly not your fault or your mom's fault or your dad's fault or anyone else's fault. You need to retreat from the situation. You're way too deep into this thing.
E?
Hey, I got to side with my Uncle Jeff. Baby girl, mind the business that minds you, and that does not mind you. Let them be them. You keep your relationship with your pops and your moms. Everybody's a winner.
All right, we got time for one more. Dear Drill, this is from the beaches.
Shout out them beach rats.
I met a coworker about a year ago. We started dating. He's tenuous. He's tenuous. He'd been clean and sober from alcohol for more than 10 years. We got along well, but he's drinking again. His behavior's changed. Mood swings, bouts of jealousy, and finger pointing. When he drinks, it's unpleasant. And the smell seeping from his pores is nauseating. He finds almost
the ode to Budweiser.
He finds almost any reason to have a drink. When I try to talk to him about it, he says he does nothing wrong and he drinks because he wants to, or some other reason that makes no sense. I'm tired of the excuses. Then he begs for forgiveness and accuses me of not wanting him around. I've told him he needs to work on himself, get back into the program. He says all he can do is take one day at a time. He drinks and drives, poses a danger to himself and others. He's jealous of my ex and my grown children. He plays the victim.
His
answers
to questions
I don't have to read anymore. I don't remember. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm at my wit's end. I can't take anymore. Yeah. Please help.
If you had, look at this. Here's what's her name? Does she have her name there? Does she have your name?
They don't.
We'll call her Marcy. Hey, Marcy.
Yeah.
Marcy, take a good look in the mirror, hon. Look in the mirror. Do you like the person you see?
Yes.
Do you have any faith at all in the person you see? Do you have any value on the person you see? You need to drop this guy faster than a 100-pound weight and just run. Get away from this guy. He's a loser. And if he asks, just tell him straight up, hey, man, drinking or me, you're a jerk. You get drunk, you act a fool. I liked you. You were sober when I met you. That's the person I fell for. If you want to be that person, we'll talk. But in the meantime, lose my number, Joe. That's where I'm at.
Baby girl, I got something for you.
Everyone, man.
Whenever you...
This guy runs a brothel. Just sweeps him through. He thinks he can just sex him up into happiness.
It's called the E to the T ranch.
Baby girl.
By the way, people are saying about Bill and the low T and don't want to have it anymore. We got to know all the parameters of some, whatever's going on physically with the wife over the years.
ET at 1010XL.com and tell old boy.
Bye-bye.
I thought you were going to go with Mike Breen. Bang!
Pops, bang, 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 bang.
That's what we're here for on Fridays.
Yeah, man, we got some stuff out there. I can see that one was a story straight from the Elks Club in Brockton, Massachusetts. The one with the daughter and the two parents, right. And they drinking. That's how it is in the Northeast. If you quit drinking, I'm leaving you. It's instead the other way. You get in certain part of the countries, if you don't stop drinking, I'm going to leave you. Up in the Northeast, if you quit drinking, I'm gone. Those are letters to the editor.
Yeah, this is the drill.
Be back with more and put a wrap on a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Lauren Brooks here from Mayport CNC Fisheries. At my house, we had a feast from Mayport CNC Fisheries with the freshest shrimp around, and it was unbelievable. They also have oysters, scallops, mahi, and so much more. Want to eat like a local? Head to the beach and visit my friends at Mayport CNC Fisheries.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hon, why is our lawn so stinky and muddy over there?
Where the septic tank is?
Oh, no. Yuck.
Septic alert, septic alert. Time for a spring septic clean? Call Duck Duck Rooter before the deal ends. Just $5.25 to keep your septic alive. For $525, Duck Duck Rooter will pump out your septic tank, clean your outlet filter, plus send a plumber to provide drain cleaning to your main sewer line. Call now to book 904-862-6769. DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you ready to help lock down the bank in 2024? Don't miss a single moment when quarterback Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars take on some of the biggest names in the NFL. Become a season ticket member now to get access to exclusive experiences, events, and player appearances all season long. Lock in your seats for 2024 now by going to Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We can't wait to see you at Everbank Stadium.
This Day in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On May 10, 2015, at the PGA Players Championship, Ricky Fowler wins, beating Kevin Kisner and Sergio Garcia by 1 stroke.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Yo, it's your boy E to the T, and the NBA playoffs are here, and it's the perfect time to elevate your game with MyBookie. With MyBookie, you can bet from anywhere, anytime, so you'll never miss a shot of making that straight cash, homie. You can even live stream and bet on the game right from the sportsbook, giving you everything you'll need to decide. Cash out or let it ride. MyBookie really makes it easy to get paid with tons of boosted props and slam dunk parlays. And new boosts are now posted on the daily. It's more than just a sports book. Buzzer beaters, underdog upsets, and a community to share in all of the sweats. Give yourself a head start today by using promo code 1010XL when you make your first deposit. That's 1010XL to claim a limited time bonus when you sign up and make your first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
New and pre-owned firearms are always in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimbar, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Hacker here for Awaken 180 weight loss. You know, for a long time, I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about Awaken 180. Now, I have tried a lot of weight loss programs in the past, and when I heard them talking about Awaken 180, I said, you know what? What the heck? Let me give another one a try. The best decision I have ever made when it comes to my weight loss. I got on Awaken 180 on February 20th, and since that point, I'm down almost 60 pounds. 60 pounds in well under 3 months, thanks to the good folks at Awaken 180 Weight Loss. The best weight loss program I have ever been on. If it's time for you to lose weight like it was for me, do yourself a favor. Go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com, or call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800. Take it from me. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, man. They just sports we take way too seriously, man, and we have fun here, and we get all fired up. One of us, at least, probably too much sometimes. But it's every once in a while something happens. You come across a story that should be like, let's just kind of reset here. Malaysian footballer Faisal Halim has responded well to a third surgery and can walk again after being left critical condition. You see, was it an injury on the field, on the pitch? No, he's recovering from an acid attack.
Ooh.
A series of attacks have taken place in Malaysia over the last 2 weeks. Halim was splashed with acid at a shopping mall, leaving him with fourth-degree burns that impeded his mobility and speech. The season-opening Charity Shield match was canceled after Faisal's side withdrew due to safety concerns following a series of attacks on players.
Oh, jeez.
Halim has responded well to the surgeries. The 26-year-old is due to undergo another follow-up surgery later, though, and is expected to recover fully with time. But, I mean, really? Acid attacks? What are we doing? All right, the NBA playoffs last night, the series get back to even. The road teams both picking up much-needed wins.
Yeah.
Dan took you to some of the festivities in the postgame as Luka died. Was there ever anyone identified as what was going on there? Because my instinct tells me what's going on, but you got to be a little bit more prudent, don't you?
A little Sunday delight.
I mean, come on, you can't be whipping, you can't be moaning like that in the middle of a gymnasium press conference.
No cares.
What?
Oof. Dana White was driving around the other day in New York.
Okay. And
there was a FedEx delivery driver who was off to the side. So Dana's looking over there, and the chauffeur, his driver, he wasn't driving, stopped near the driver, who was taking boxes and throwing them into the back of the truck. And so Dana was like, "New York City, baby," and he posted a shot video of him, and he said, "FedEx, we'll get your bleep there, but we'll bleep it up
because they're banging
He's
around
throwing and everything in there." Unfortunately, dude's been fired.
That happens. You know what? Perhaps it should, because that's important stuff for people.
Yeah.
You know, is it too much to ask that you not just throw it around?
No.
So, yeah, good. I'm glad he got fired.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish he hadn't, but I wish he wasn't throwing all the
Yeah,
packages.
you can't be throwing the packages. Can't be throwing the packages. E, what's on the docket for the weekend, bro?
Oh, man.
Where are you gonna call me from tonight or tomorrow night?
I'm not sure yet. To be determined. It'll be from somewhere, though.
All right. I don't have a weekend like I had last weekend. That was epic for your guy here. I mean, that was terrific, man. Mets in Tampa. Luke Combs on Saturday night. Golf on Monday. Oh, it's good times. Good times. We're gonna have to take it back a notch.
They're saying
Mother's Day on Sunday. Don't forget.
Yeah. They're saying. Oh, we forgot the Mr. T Mother's Day song. Doggone it. They were saying. This is a suggestion. Perhaps one of these ne'er-do-well media members is watching something on their phone that they shouldn't have, and the volume got turned up somehow. Maybe that's what that noise is.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
That could very well be true.
I think that's more.
Although that was awful loud. Awful loud. If you missed it, Luka Doncic met the media, and there was some moaning and groaning coming right during his first question. So. All right, our job is done. It's a Friday.
Sure? Okay.
Jaguars Today is coming up next.
Happy
Mother's Day, everybody.
You do what Mr. T says or Mr. T finds you. And if you're good at song lyrics, maybe send a few to Mr. T. But in honor of all mothers, here he is.
There is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan from the pain that she felt when I was born. O is for the oven with its burning heat, where she stood making sure I had something to eat. T is for the time that she stayed up nights and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right. H is for the hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and try to pay the rent. E is every wrinkle I put.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Caesar is pleased to bring you the only undefeated champion in Roman history, the legendary
1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Dang, missed the ball, broke the tee. No worries, I'll just go to